already. So we're talking more like Casa Grande, Eloy, Picacho, Arizona City, maybe Gila Bend, all the way up towards the Phoenix Metro in a little while. Probably in a few hours. But man, this thing is gorgeous or what, guys?
Testing 1 2.
Look at this
Testing
dust
1
storm
2.
right here. On the move. Freddie, great to see you. Rodney, welcome to EF2. Sherry, thank you for the 20 bomb.
Test.
That's DL's mom, by the way. Oh, there's lightning in there. Did you see that?
Yeah. This is going to be something.
This is going to be one big dust storm, guys. It is literally right next to us. Holy cow. We can get far enough in front of this. We can sit here and you guys can see this. But man, oh man.
Hey, everybody. We have a dust storm that's rolling in.
Make sure you guys share the stream, guys. We want to make sure everyone in Phoenix is well aware of what is coming their way, especially anyone thinking about coming down I-10. We do not want people coming down I-10, especially with this racing its way north right now.
This is going to be epic if it hits Phoenix.
I wonder how wide it is that way.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a pretty wide thing. This dust storm is a pretty big it's a pretty big one. We need, if we can get out in front of this at some point, it would be great to take pictures with, because this is one of the biggest dust storms down here in quite some time.
Holy cow, it's only about a
It's
couple miles off.
I know, you can see it over there. Look how thick that dust is. You can literally see it moving from the back window. This is what I tell you guys about monsoon season down here. The dust can sometimes aid in that, I guess, in a way. I would agree, yes. We already got dust storm warnings in place, chat. Already got those dust storm warnings.
Yep, dust storm warnings, everyone.
Should drop. Well, we got to get in front of it first, NPC. We would love to time lapse it, but we got to get in front of this first.
Woo! It's going to be a crazy night.
Yes, it's already crossing 10 back behind us. It's already crossing 10 behind us. So I'm saying these.
Let me get everything set up
right
here.
Sprinkles, good to see you. Guys, I got my grandfather with me. That's who you guys hear right next to me. That's who's right next to me. Rodney, thank you for the $10 super chat. Oh, you live just south? It's in the trees. It's here.
It's only about 3-4
I knew it was going to be a crazy night.
We're going to get into it right now. Look at it. It's starting to come across right now. Right there, Garrett. Look.
And people think this is fake.
Right here. Yep, it's going to, we didn't beat it to the interstate.
Oh, you see there's the wall.
That's how fast this thing is moving. It's already right here. Yep.
Yeah, it's going to nail Phoenix. Yeah. I wish I was outside filming it.
Wow.
If you're
I thought we had time with this.
Hey, Mario, we got a dust storm hitting Phoenix. It should be here in Phoenix at my place out here in Mesa.
We're going right through this thing.
in the next hour and a half. This is Storm Runner Media.
We almost did. Eight
Two guys out of
Oh, we're not too far.
Sunshine
Flagstaff, Arizona.
Boulevard.
Ha-ha.
I might have to-
It's the wonders of nature, baby. I need to be a fucking storm chaser
See if you can see it.
because
No, I don't see it.
the original Twister is one of my favorite movies.
Your hazard lights.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the second one, but I'm gonna watch it. But the little bits and pieces I've seen of it, I already don't like it. The original Twisters movie was epic.
The blackout.
And yes, they're having trouble live streaming in this dust because, well, it's thick dust and it just blocks everything. Man, that sucks about the forest fire, man. But
See, I think you
if
might
we
need to
don't
work
go
on
in and
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards because we've printed them for millions of small businesses over the past 20.
all the underbrush out and people start realizing that
No, I didn't.
campfires are stupid.
See your parking brake. Oh, right here.
Thank you. Okay.
There you are.
And yeah, I know some of them are created by lightning, but
Chad, there's gonna be some service interruptions in here because of the dust.
yeah.
Just gotta bear with me here.
But man, I'm excited. So if you're watching, share the stream out, everybody. Share, share, share. It helps my channel out.
Tomorrow.
And leave a comment. If you're watching, leave a comment.
Oh yeah, for people down here, yeah.
Fine dust.
And if you're all into storms like I am,
Well, you know it. You live down here.
go subscribe to Storm Runner Media.
The funny thing is, the storm is not even near us. Like the actual rain, the rain is still 10 plus miles south of us.
This is their channel,
That's
Storm
what
Runner
makes this
Media.
even-
Great guys.
I mean,
I've caught two of these on video back on my old channel. And once we move back to Phoenix,
all right, actually, the rain is 6 miles behind us.
if we have one next year,
Still is pretty close, though.
I will try to catch another one on video.
This is
I got the perfect parking garage that
I would just keep going north.
looks
at this point.
looks at
I'll just keep going up the interstate because if it's already here, by the time we get to 8, we'll be there for maybe a minute or two, then we'll have to be leaving again.
that looks at downtown Phoenix.
Say Aaron's only 2 miles in front of us, and they're in front of it. So it's not that far from us.
And this one isn't as bad as what I've seen. I've seen to where it turns daylight to dark. And it is
Yeah.
4:00 Arizona time.
It's gnarly. Holy cow. Hold on, I missed some. Kenny, thank you for the 50 bomb. Jim,
Yep.
thank you for the 50 bomb.
The pity bomb.
Holy cow, big W to you guys in the chat, honestly. Yep, look how orange it got.
Yep. Everybody's phone in the whole valley will be doing that.
4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Holy cow, yeah, look at this.
I was on the
Look at how orange it's getting.
I was on the bus once, and we had a big storm roll in,
Look at how orange it is.
and it was about the same time in the afternoon. So there's a bunch of people on the bus, and everybody's phone started going off, and the bus driver couldn't check his phone, and he was like, "Hey, somebody come up here and tell me what the fuck is going on." And I always sit up front in the bus because it rides better. So I hopped up and I'm like, "We got a dust storm coming in." He's like, "Oh, fucking great." But it was like super scary because there was probably 25, 30 of us on the bus. And within like a 3 or 4 second time period, everybody's phone. It was nuts. And yes, their service is getting interrupted because I guess it's hard to get cell phone waves through this. And this is Storm Runner Media, and they have a WeBoost on top of their rig. What is a WeBoost? It's a cell phone booster. You do a lot of traveling, you need to spend the few $100s and equip your vehicle with a WeBoost. Most truck drivers have them. At least the ones that don't wear flip-flops and towels on their head. What does WeBoost do? It boosts your cell phone signal. If you got 1 bar, it'll give you 3. But yeah, this is gonna be fun. And it's currently sunshining here. It rained earlier about 5 minutes. Which was weird because there was nothing on radar. Bam, bam. And what does everybody think of my new channel logo? Icon, profile pic, whatever the hell it's called. My daughter did it for me. I got a printer here on the floor that me and my wife don't use. We're gonna give to her so she could print out stickers. And maybe if you guys are interested, I can start selling stickers on my channel. Now, they're not going to be high quality stickers, but she has a few that she's worked on, all set up. Because she's trying to be a stay-at-home mom. So she's doing DoorDash and everything. I got my tripod in the living room ready to go. I got my little handheld one here. And like I've said numerous times, guys, if you're going to video with your phone, get you a little handheld tripod. You can buy these on Amazon dirt cheap. And this is just a, God, it's so hard to do this. This is a cell phone mount. What does this do? I'll tell you what it does. Keeps your fingers from blocking the camera lens. And it makes it makes your footage more stable. It's not a stabilizer, it's not a gimbal. If you want really stable footage, you gotta invest the $60 or $70 and get a gimbal. But when you put your phone in this, wow, look how dark it is. Your phone is nowhere near your hand.
I'm gonna look right
How
now.
deep this is.
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
Remember what I said like 5 minutes
I'm
ago?
gonna look so we can tell
Turning daylight into dark? Yeah.
how deep this thing is.
Yep.
Okay.
And people think dust storms are a joke. People that don't live in Arizona. They're all like, there's no way this is real. Right here. This is real.
The problem is both radars are in a.
They can't get through the dust.
Oh, no,
Like I've said numerous times, every time I do a video about the weather,
Casa Grande city limits. And now we're into
it doesn't hardly do anything here in Arizona, but when it does, right on your screen. Because I used to not be all into the rain and stuff. Because I lived in places where 3-4 times a week it would fucking rain. The rain would piss me off. But here,
now.
like the video I uploaded Thursday,
Oh yeah, look, yeah. People are
that wind was blowing through my apartment complex strong enough.
I would go.
It was shaking my neighbor's F-250 diesel truck. I can see it on the camera.
Serious dust storm, Chad. I know we've been having connection issues, but this is one serious old dust storming here. My golly.
If this hits Phoenix area, it's gonna
That
shut it down.
it's gonna shut down the valley, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna shut everything down. And a little tip: if you're driving through Arizona and you run into a dust storm,
I can see lights.
pull off the road if you can't see.
That'd be great.
That's good to see lights.
I mean, don't just pull onto the shoulder.
Car.
Pull off the road.
We're not too
Trust
far.
me, the desert floor is hard enough that it can hold up a semi truck. You're not going to sink. Pull off of the pavement, take your foot off the brake, turn your four ways off. Why am I saying that? Because if you still got your four ways on and it's bad enough where you can't see, somebody might take your tail lights, your brake lights, and think that that's the fucking road and slam right into you. It's happened here.
Got about 150 yards visibility here. That's
Now, I knew it was going to be a stormy day since I got up this morning. The sky was just really weird looking. It was kind of hazy. I even told my wife when she got home, I'm like, we're going to have a storm this afternoon. She goes, how do you know? And I'm like, look at the sky. I'm like, remember, babe, I've lived here 20 years.
I know where we are. That's the some shops.
Yeah,
Like Anthem.
yeah, the outlet mall.
Blue sky over here.
Normally, the little circle
Slowly but surely crawling our way out
that's down in the corner is a radar map.
from inside this beast.
And there'll be a blue dot where they're at. And again, this is Storm Runner Media. So if you want to go over there and Give them a
little
subscribe.
heavy pocket again.
I've been following these guys for a long time. I think they both just graduated college. And the reason why the runner part is in their name, because up until like a month ago, they had a Toyota 4Runner. And when you're chasing tornadoes, your vehicle gets destroyed. I was watching one live stream of theirs. Their back window and back driver's side door window and the back side window on the back of their 4Runner just got shattered.
Oh my gosh. We're free. We're free, people.
There's the front of it.
There's the front wall. Oh my gosh.
And if I had a car right now,
Oh.
if my wife wasn't working, we'd be driving through this.
To McCartney. Holy smokes.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's real, everybody. I know everybody thinks I'm joking when I talk about this shit. That's real. And look how high it is. That's an outlet mall that they're passing. It's probably got a 40-foot high roof on it. Meaning that dust storm is probably a half mile high.
Chad, look at that right there.
Yeah.
Wow. We are right here with this thing. Oh my word.
But everybody thinks I'm joking when I talk about this.
Just look at this thing. I can't see Chad right now, but we're all good. Everyone's good. But man, look at this.
Yeah.
One of the most insane dust storms in years down here.
Yeah, we haven't had a dust storm like that in years. This is freaking epic. I can't wait till we move. The internet here,
I'll say, yeah,
we're
do that.
we're paying for internet speeds of like 600 megs,
Bam, we gotta go again.
and we're getting like 10 megs.
Oh my.
It's the same way for the neighbors.
It's still
I had him download the app on his phone. It's called Open Signal. And
anyone knows anyone in Phoenix, please let them know what's coming their way. Tell everyone to get off the freeway. This is gonna be a disaster if it makes it like this into Phoenix, this strong. Everyone knows it too.
yeah, oh yeah. So share the stream out, everyone. I want to try to get as many people in here watching this. And then once the dust storm hits here, actually, I can try to do it now. Let's see if I can do it.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
If you want to. You don't want to, that's fine.
No, I don't want to see what it looks like looking back. I already know what it looks like from the inside.
Yeah, we don't. I don't want you to go through that again.
I'm going to try something here, everyone. I'm going to try something here, everyone.
Get all the people pulled off here.
Hercules 20-volt brushless power tools have power, durability, and versatility with the universal
Nothing I hate worse than freaking ads during a live stream.
Switch it back onto this phone so I can do what I gotta do outside. Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna try something here. I think it will work.
This thing and come back so you can. Wow, this is a busy intersection. Used to be nobody out here. I'm gonna let this guy go from behind because I'm gonna-
Everyone is probably racing over here.
Okay,
Okay, I get
let's see if it gives me the notification.
I'm gonna go over there and come back over and you can.
Okay, so say
Oh,
you.
look at that.
I was gonna say, look at that.
Come on, is it gonna work?
You'll have it out your window in a second.
Oh.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
If we can face, if you can find a way to face this way, that'd be perfect.
Well,
Okay.
I can back down.
Like if you had this little pull off right here,
Okay, here we go.
dirt lots,
Okay.
I would just pull in there and then turn your car south. So then I can show them. They can look at it right there, and then the street.
So, if, God dang.
That's what.
So, if the so if the dust storm hits here, I can go out and get it on video while I'm live. But God, this sucks.
Oh my gosh, Chad! Are you kidding me right now?
I mean, seriously,
Are
look
you
at that.
kidding me right now?
I don't know how.
Yeah.
Get over there.
Are you kidding me? This is
Test.
insane. I'm not even kidding you. This is absurd.
Look at all the traffic.
Holy cow! Oh my gosh!
Let me see how to get out of here.
I missed some super chats. Connie or Cini, thank you for the super chat. Paige, thank you for the super chat. Yep. Look, guys, it's right there. It is right there.
Hopefully, I'm live still.
I know.
We are going to get our butts out of here.
Hey.
Well, how are you?
I'm kind of excited now. Storm.
Oh, really? Huh?
Every time I've talked about this to people that haven't actually seen this,
Mm-hmm.
they're all like, "This has got to be fake," and I'm like, "People, trust me,
Yeah.
it's not fake. It's right there on your screen, and that's got to be a half a mile high, and probably
Bone Mama, welcome back to membership.
I don't even know how many miles wide." And Melvin just boop.
Great to see you, Bone Mama, by the way. Hope all is well. Long time no see.
I already told my wife about it, so she doesn't freak out. Hopefully, she gets some vidya on her end.
Yes, make sure you guys drop a like, guys. Make sure you share the stream. Please share it. Post it to social media. Do what you
And if
gotta
you're
do.
watching, share the
This
stream.
is coming up I-10 toward the Phoenix Metro.
Share my
Right at rush hour.
oh yeah, it's
Bad
4
news.
p.m. It's rush hour.
Bad news.
it's gonna be terrible news for
And it goes
Phoenix.
all the way west. It's gonna go probably across the whole metro. I'm only showing you guys a piece of this. This thing is going all the way west, probably all the way to Buckeye, probably even further west than along I-10 in the western direction.
All right, I'm going through the webcams here.
Gina, thank you for the $10 super chat. I am doing pretty well. Caleb, how about yourself?
Hopefully, I get monetized this time.
This is what I posted on. This is what I told you guys on YouTube. This is
Oh,
what
I heard
posted on
somebody.
Facebook.
That
Serious.
What did you do?
I got booted out accidentally.
Thank you for the $10 super chat.
I was trying to change the, you know how you have your picture, you know?
On the radar.
Yeah,
I was trying to do that, and then I got booted out trying to do that.
Oh, StreamYard has a bunch of new backgrounds. You
Oh, they do.
You go into media assets.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
Like here's one,
Uh-huh.
and you could just click on them, and
Oh, really?
there's a bunch.
Oh, really?
Like,
Nice.
Like probably 10. No, let's
Oh,
see
yeah?
here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 20, 23 of them. 23 new Melvin.
All right, chat.
Trying to figure this out.
Stop hitting buttons, bro.
We are quite a ways in front of this now.
But yeah, everybody's like, this has got to be fake. And I'm like, no,
It's not
This
fake
is-
now.
this is 100% real.
Yeah, that one I was telling you about, that baby, it's there. I think they said there was about,
What's that?
I was at 250,000 acres burnt, I believe. I'm not really sure.
Mm.
Omega know my location.
And it's in this place where fire trucks can't get to it. That's the problem.
We had
It's on.
a fire here in Arizona up at the Grand Canyon. It
Oh,
burnt
really?
down- it burnt down the historic Grand Canyon Lodge.
Oh, jeez.
Well, the rock part of it's still standing, but all the wood stuff's gone. Because I mean, it's like probably 100 years old.
You can stop right here.
Oh, really?
Like it was all handmade.
Mhm. Oh, jeez.
And I'm trying to go through all the web cameras here, trying to see if I can spot anything. But yeah, this is right at rush hour,
Oh, I bet.
and it's gonna suck.
Man, oh, yeah, this is- like I said,
I
chat,
used
this
to
is
have
one of the
to
most-
Drive truck in this.
one of the biggest
Oh, yeah.
And
in years.
I fucking hated it
Area.
Oh, I bet.
because everybody's like, "Oh my god, look at the storm," and not paying attention to where they're driving.
Yeah.
Actually, could you back
And I'm
up?
like, I'm just trying to get home to my family.
Yeah.
It'll be easier.
Well, this dust storm is nothing compared to a hurricane or tornado, you know.
You can just go
Those are,
Yeah.
I couldn't,
But-
I could,
If you watched my video that I uploaded Thursday about the storm here, we had
Uh-huh.
a microburst hit.
oh, yeah,
Mesa.
I believe it.
I mean, I don't know how strong the wind's got to be to shake a
Mhm.
4-wheel drive F-250.
Right.
I'm sure everybody's seen my neighbor's truck. His beautiful
Yeah.
King Ranch work truck. I
Right.
could see it shaking on my camera.
Yeah.
I mean, it was raining sideways here. And
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, damn.
I've never been through a tornado or hurricane, and I don't want to experience it. I've seen videos of it. It's not a good excitement.
I've been through tornadoes. Actually, me and an ex-girlfriend of mine,
I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
Thought we were just in a bad thunderstorm, and
Uh-huh.
we were on the old highway,
Uh-huh.
Highway 61, that runs up along the Mississippi River. We were going
Uh-huh.
to cash our checks. We just got
Right.
off work. Well, as soon as we left, they put everybody on like lockdown there because there's a tornado coming. Well, there was one spot on that road where the road's raised up.
Right.
Because so they can get like a big drainage pipe under it. They had to raise the road up. We hit that, and as soon as the car got to the top,
Uh-huh.
the tack just pegged out and the car stopped.
Oh, geez.
We sat there. It seemed like 5 minutes, but it was probably like 3 seconds.
I mean, we got a pretty good shot of it.
And as soon as the car dropped, I already had it in reverse, ready to fly backwards. We
really?
we go back home.
Uh-huh.
The next morning it was our day off. We go
Right.
up there to where that hump in the road was.
Uh-huh.
About a quarter mile in front, an F2 tornado had crossed the road.
Oh, really?
If that hump wasn't there, and it wouldn't have picked the car up, because it was like a big speed bump. It probably went
Uh-huh.
up 6-7 feet, just whoop, and up.
Oh,
over.
really? Wow.
And it was just enough in the little Nissan Stanza that we had that it
Uh-huh.
picked the car up. If it wouldn't have picked the car up, we'd have drove right into it.
Oh, jeez.
Because it was raining, one of those sideways rains where the,
Mhm.
the wipers ain't doing shit.
Right.
And then back when I was a truck driver, I went to Key West, Florida
Oh, yeah?
to drop off plywood, 2x4s,
Uh-huh.
screws, nails, all that shit.
Right.
And I was coming back across that long bridge. And I was looking out my passenger window, and all I saw was fucking black. I
Oh,
don't even know.
jeez.
I don't even know what the speed limit is on that bridge, but I do
Jeez.
know that a empty Freightliner could do 105.
Right.
I had the pedal flat to the fucking floor.
Oh, jeez.
I went all the way through Florida. I went up
Mhm.
into Georgia, and I turned
And look, guys, I'm wearing my
west.
shirt today.
Oh, yeah.
I think I stopped about northern like Arkansas.
I'm wearing my
Oh, really? Wow.
It's for
Because
the
I'm like,
speakers.
I get goosebumps now just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Look over
I
here.
mean, just a black ball. And here I am on this little bridge
Right.
with ocean all around me.
Oh,
Nobody
jeez.
else on the bridge, which is why I'm like, I was right
Mhm.
in the middle of the two lanes, foot to
Mm-hmm.
the floor, black smoke rolling out, just flying.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it says I'm in Poland. That's the problem.
Yeah, I was watching that protest down over in Los Angeles. This guy on a bicycle, heavy set guy, he kept going around and around and around and making the ICE agents mad. Finally he did it when he wasn't expecting it, and they grabbed him and knocked him right off the bike and handcuffed him and took him in there. And then he was
Good.
screaming when they were arresting him.
Yep, screaming like a little bitch. Now I piss everybody off when I say what I'm about to say.
Mhm.
Protesting, no matter what
Where is
side,
this? We are
Yep.
is stupid.
Phoenix.
It's useless. You want to change anything,
Yeah.
you got to get
We're
elected to
north of Casa
office,
Grande, Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where that is.
or you got to back the people that
Phoenix
are in
by
office.
about
Yeah.
80.
And,
Well, see,
and
think of-
everybody's
right.
Oh, they're in
There's
a
a Death Storm over
this
there.
is their new car. They used to have a
Yeah.
Toyota 4Runner, and
Yeah.
man, that 4Runner looked like a fucking golf ball.
Yeah.
There wasn't a body panel on it straight.
Yeah. See, what he was doing was he was going around circles in their area on their base and, just tormenting them, and they were
Yeah,
coming after him. Well, he did it when it wasn't even in their base. He was across the street, and he did it when he wasn't expected. And then that's when they grabbed him, and I don't know how they did it, but they knocked him off the bicycle and handcuffed him.
yep. And they're all like, I was peacefully protesting.
Well, we got all
They did the same thing here in Phoenix when Donald Trump came here to the Phoenix Convention Center.
Oh
The
yeah.
Phoenix Convention Center is right downtown, and I was like, "This is going to be bad." I didn't even go in. I got out on the street and
Right.
started shooting video, and that
Oh
was
yeah.
when the iconic shot. I don't know if it was my shot or
Mhm.
the 2 or 3 guys standing next to me. We got the shot of the protester that was kicking tear gas back to the cops.
Oh
That
jeez.
got a rubber bullet from a 12 gauge shotgun in the nutsack.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah. Right now,
I-
right now they just got done putting the fence all around the whole entire building. So I don't know if you ever seen that, but they have the whole entire building all blocked off with the fence all the way around.
The only time I go do anything about them protests is if Portland Andy is streaming it,
Yeah.
and he's even like he's fucking sick of it.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Yeah, like I said, they have the fence all the way around, black fence, and the protesters are all freaking out, wondering why they were putting the fence around it. And I said, well, number one, to keep you guys out.
Yeah, because what's their end goal? Do they want to go in and like actually break these people out?
Exactly.
It's like, seriously? And it's all like, oh, they're just here to get a better life. Yeah, they're not here to get a better life.
No, they use mics, yell at them with mics, those mic things. You know, we talk through it, make
Yeah.
that siren, drive them nuts.
The only company that makes those is the Pyle Company, PYLE.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
And I
Are you there? Are you there, Mike? The hell happened? Oh shit!
there I'm back. But if I was the owner of that company, I'd
Uh-huh.
be just like, yeah, you get a megaphone, you get a megaphone, you get a megaphone. And then the bad thing is they
Mhm.
run on like D batteries. I don't remember how many, whether it was 4 or 6,
Mm-hmm.
and you get about an hour.
Oh jeez.
Because when I was in that Patriot group here in Phoenix, we had 2 of them.
Yeah.
And people would go to their Dollar Tree and grab the batteries there because after about an hour, the batteries were shot.
Okay.
Because we used to go to protest
Mm-hmm.
and antagonize the people that were protesting.
Yeah.
And we've been in some huge protests. Like
Right.
the whole there was a teacher protest in Phoenix. This was prior to COVID,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole grounds in front of the state capitol here were all covered with these teachers during the school year that were out here protesting. And
Mhm.
then we went in there with pickup trucks and dump trailers and cleaned everything up because they just left it like a typical Democrat does, leave their
Yep.
trash everywhere. There was
Yep.
fucking used condoms laying on the
Oh
ground and
jeez.
fucking
Yeah,
nasty.
Yeah. These ones in Los Angeles, they just kept using that mic and then making that siren, driving them nuts.
Yep.
Since they had
Well-
the fence up, they've been spraying painting the fence, shaking the fence. Of course, they have that white thing to hold the fence down. Whatever that's made out of cement, they have those there. But they're just doing everything they can to torment the ICE police there. You know.
Okay. Do you want me
Which,
to,
you know, Trump's already said he's bringing the National Guard to Chicago, and I
Yep.
guarantee LA's next.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yep.
right- it's right
Which
there.
everybody's all pissed about that. They're like, oh my God, and I just saw a thing on X. Now these National Guard members are armed.
Okay,
And they're all like, oh my God, it's going to be genocide on the American citizen.
Oh yeah, they were even yelling at the ICE agents. Oh, you're raping people, you're kidnapping people, you're breaking up families. And then they're like yelling. I guess they're saying that yelling and said that Trump was a pedophile, and these protesters were saying that. It's just like you guys just don't get it.
I love it when they say Trump's a pedophile. And who was our most recent president that took a shower with his teenage daughter?
Exactly.
Ugh.
Yeah, you can't make this up with these protesters. I tell you, man. And the kicker is in California, they're there every single night, and they told them, "Oh, we're not going to leave. We're going to come back every day, bug you, and that's what they do. They bug them daylights, and man, it's just like it's so boring. It's a nonsense. It's every night day thing,
That's why I love Phoenix PD. Phoenix PD don't fuck around. Once it's declared and a lawful assembly, they start marching at you. They will arrest you. And you're fucking done.
Yeah.
And if you get arrested twice for protesting,
right,
you're doing jail time.
Yep.
Phoenix PD don't fuck around.
Oh no, of course not. Yeah, either does Florida. Florida's the same way.
Yeah, Florida's got that one sheriff, Grady Grady Judd.
Yep.
The second most hardcore sheriff the U.S. has ever had.
Yeah.
And Arizona had the king of hardcore sheriffs, Sheriff Joe Arpaio.
Yeah. Well, I guess. Go ahead.
He had a tank sitting outside the sheriff's office.
Jeez. Wow.
An actual driving tank.
Yeah. Well, I guess the judge wanted to end that Cortez, the crocodile thing they've been, people wear. They have they make shirts out of it, but the judge was trying.
Alcatraz.
Yep. The judge is trying to shut that down, and I got news for that judge. It's not gonna be shut down. Matter of fact, Trump's gonna make more of it.
Yep. I want him to build one here in the Arizona desert. Call it something like the Scorpion Center or something.
Yeah, that judge just is trying to shut Trump down over that he's against Trump. So
Yeah, come down this way.
it's that judge. I don't know where he's from, but he's trying to shut it down and trying to end it.
Yeah, because they think that they know better.
Yeah.
And it's like, nope.
All right, Chad, I'm putting you guys back up there because
That judge can do what he wants, but it's not going to go in his favor. Trump's just going to.
I'm
gonna
trying
go
to
after
figure
him.
out where these guys are.
Mhm.
far out in front. We don't want that because that's going to only disrupt this.
But it was last year.
Mhm.
They were up in Flagstaff. Flagstaff had a bad snowstorm. And
Right.
I was watching their live stream.
Uh-huh.
And I kept putting in the comments, donut, donut, donut. And then more people started doing it. So they finally take their 4Runner out of 4-wheel drive, pull into this big parking lot, and just rip a couple of huge donuts.
Oh, jeez.
And the chat was like, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
We're facing down south.
And they knew that I was the one that started it. And they're like, Broken, if we go to jail, you got to bail us out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you go to jail for doing donuts, then that's a piss poor cop.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Because I guarantee the cop, when he was a kid, did the same thing. You
Yeah.
find a big parking lot, you go in there, rip a couple donuts.
Yeah.
I was like, tell them you were chasing really rare snowflakes. And the chat just all started laughing.
Oh, funny. It's funny.
because I've been following these guys since when they were still in college.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they went to NAU.
Mhm.
But look at that. That's a good comparison, everybody. How big this dust storm is. There was a semi truck driving past, and we've all driven next to a semi truck. It's like a little matchbox car next to this. This thing is massive.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, everybody, if you're watching, tell me where you're watching from. And oh, I've got more news about
All right, guys.
Cracker
I'm back.
Barrel.
I'm back in here with you guys.
All right, man. But I got some news about Cracker Barrel. They've been sued,
Yeah,
and I think are currently being sued for racism.
I know, it's incredible. Isn't it?
This is probably a half a mile high. And I'm gonna go get me something to drink because my little drink's done. Well, there's a swaller left. I found this cup, brand new, still got the sticker on the bottom, just laying in the freaking parking lot. And I'm like, it's a pretty fucking cup. It wasn't dirty or anything. So I will be right back.
All right, chat. Holy cow, Cactus with the 50 gifted memberships. Big W to Cactus in the chat. AJ, thank you for the $10 super chat. You guys are awesome. So close to hitting that goal, you guys. Charm, great to see you. Chappie, great to see you. Dust storm warning, and just got extended.
You might have a dust storm. Dust upon
Grifter,
dust.
thank you for being a member for 21 months. Let me know in the chat, guys, where you guys are tuning in from, and have you guys ever seen a dust storm or Haboo before? Let me know in the chat, guys.
Look at it coming across over there. This is unbelievable.
Yep. Both of my phones got the dust storm warning. Yep. Now I keep saying people think this is fake. It's not. And for me to get a dust storm warning here, oh, I'll be right back. I want to go take a peek outside. But first, we're going to pull up the camera here. I can't see anything yet on the only camera that's pointing south. But I have seen South Mountain disappear in the freaking dust. Come on. Yep, all the cameras are pointing south. Let me show you here. Dang it. I don't want that one. Here's the downtown Phoenix cam. The one that I show the sunrise on. This is pointed south. That's South Mountain right there. I literally saw that mountain disappear. And then we got another one. This is the Phoenix cam. This is west of the other camera that I just showed you. Whoa, look at that shit. I clicked the wrong button there. There we go.
Right now, but it's freezing on occasion. So,
And you want to donate to the channel. I know I say this every time. There's my Cash App. Ray donated to where I can get this year's license for my editing software. So Ray, if you're watching,
holy cow.
thank you.
Hold on. Chappie, thank you for the 10 bomb.
And I forgot to send you home with your coffee maker.
Tornado Alley Cat, thank you for the 10 bomb. Chappie, thank you again for the 10 bomb.
I want to make a cigarette, then I'm gonna go
Sorry,
peek
guys. I know, it's going
outside.
super freezing. It doesn't tell me it's warm, but
Because
I have to keep on switching phones like that.
I don't know how far I am. I can
When it does
look
that,
it up.
guys, all I ask is for
How
your
far I
feedback.
am from downtown
Mary, we're doing
Phoenix.
great. How about yourself? And we hit that super
I'm
chat.
gonna look it up after I get my
Maybe
cigarette
if we
made.
could see Tom Cruise run through it. Sean, thank you for the $10 PayPal. Thank you so much for all the support today, guys.
How far is it from Chase Field to my current location?
But Chad, did I ever
I'm 24 miles
Talents from is right next to me.
from
My grandfather is a professional singer.
Chase Field, where that one camera that I showed everybody is.
Noise maker.
Or I guess yeah, it could be a noise maker.
Professional noise maker.
From
Professional noise maker.
Chase Field in Central Phoenix to me. I live way out here.
Sprinkling.
And
Well, Sprinkles is all right. The only way
that's going to be changing in January.
on frames.
So if you want to help us move,
That's how it would hurt, because then it would
Shut the
we
it
need
would
both
shut the dust down.
manpower
That'd be nice for it to do.
and money.
It'd be nice right before I did it to Phoenix, yeah.
And then we can get moved into our
What we all want,
new place,
yes,
which
it needs to shut down before Phoenix, or else
me and my wife
yeah,
both agree that
actually bad situation. Can you turn the
it's like a dream place.
yeah.
We thought this place was, but
there's
no.
the focus. It's a lot better now.
We were just so done with living at our old place that we were like, oh, it's a brand new apartment. Yeah.
No, it was stuck on some of those dry spots.
It's got a washer and dryer.
It's coming all the way over to the west.
But the new place,
all the way over to the
man, it's nice.
Yeah.
I've never lived in a place that had granite countertops.
They'll talk about this for a long time.
I mean, it ticked
That they will.
every single one of our buttons except for one, which we were like 9 out of 10
I did
is about the
agree with
best that we're going to do. That last button was
you. That might be what saves.
a actual shower, not a tub shower.
It might not be able to pick up the dust here.
Because my health keeps getting worse every day I get older. I know one of these days I ain't going to be able to step up over a bathtub.
Oh, I saw the 100 bomb, Jim. Did I not say I thanked him?
I mean, I go to the
I swore I did.
foot
I did.
doctor
Sorry, Derek. I thought I said it earlier.
Wednesday,
Okay.
which
Maybe it happened when the stream was down. I have no clue.
that's one
Thanks,
job.
Happy. Thanks for tuning in.
I can't stand feet. I can't. I don't care how pretty you think your feet are, how painted, done up your nails are, and you got a pedicure or no. Feet are disgusting.
If you want to, we can turn around.
Say yeah, can we right there really quick?
Yeah, I can get off here.
I should be coming up on Casablanca Road, I think.
That's why strippers wear high
Hey,
heels.
Derek, I don't want to forget about you. You've been a longtime supporter of this channel. I don't want to forget about any of you. You guys are all supporters of the
All right,
channel.
I'm gonna
And
walk
I'll
outside
keep
and
us active when
see
and
what the
I'll
sky is looking
bring
like. I'll be right back.
information to the public. 2 miles of Riggs Road. Oh, Riggs Road. Okay, yep, I know. Yep.
Man, it's coming in over there by Gila Bend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all the way over there.
All the way over to Gila Bend.
Yeah.
And all the way over past Apache Junction on the east side.
Yeah.
Huge.
Okay, I'm back, and boy, the sky to the south of me really dark.
Higher perspective.
Which guy? Or which one?
Go somewhere we can get up on the backside of South Mountain.
Oh, on the backside. There actually looks like there's a little bit of dust over there. Already well out ahead of whatever that is over there.
Oh, my neighbor's got a shirt that's got an American flag on the back of it. I'm gonna miss not living next to these guys.
I'll go across this and then I'll come back. Okay.
Okay.
But all except for one place I lived, I've been lucky with great neighbors. I mean, hell, when me and my wife lived in
The
Phoenix,
dust west of South Mountain, yeah. This stuff is This dust storm.
There was a neighbor that
really
came out and
insane.
did videos for his TikTok whenever it would storm.
Yeah.
I didn't know his name. I just called him Crazy Neighbor.
And we'll be looking right over at that south and west of South Mountain. We ever get a green light?
Say, if we ever get the green light.
That's why you don't pull all the way up to a stoplight. You got to stop in the box.
Okay, here's that shot. You can see the dust coming in here in just a second. We're heading due west right now.
You're heading due west, Chad.
Can you see that?
I mean, one of the things
See that over there.
that wasn't even on our list
This area right here
was
slammed at 1 a.m. this morning.
fiber optic internet.
So this area
That was just a
dust
dream.
potential is-
And the apartment that we're moving to, the complex is putting in fiber optic internet in December.
The exception is going to be further to the west.
I'm gonna turn around now. Go back. You can take pictures out of your window.
Oh, yeah. Some of you guys remember Riggs Road last year.
Look at that.
That's the scope of it.
Yeah.
Look how far it stretches.
Way over.
Stretches for miles.
This thing is so
I think the biggest dust storm we had here was 3/4 of a mile high and like 30 miles long. A wall of dust.
looks like it's I don't know 4 or 5 miles
Yeah.
south of us. Still
It's like, what the hell did I pick up my? I picked up my phone for a reason.
This is gonna avoid this.
Look at the structure above. You guys see the little alpha, the little shelf cloud on top of the storm there? That is what you don't see all the time. And a dust storm of this magnitude down here, it's pretty. Pretty rare.
Oh,
Sometimes you can see
everybody got the
something
dust storm
big,
warning.
but one
It's all over
this
Facebook.
big, where it's this big, goes all the way from West Phoenix all the way over here, even going further east. How organized and
There's superstition. now.
Yeah, this
It's
is
farther
something.
out than that.
yeah.
I just hope that it rains after it. Because if it doesn't rain after it,
San Simon.
that dust will linger in the air.
Yeah.
Maybe. I can't think
And it will severely
Junction.
mess with my allergies. But if I stay in my studio,
So this thing's gonna be valley wide, chat.
I will be
It's
pretty
already
good.
sneaking into the-
I've got 3
Look at that. I mean, it's coming around. You can see
ionic air cleaners in here.
the west
One
end.
sitting right here on the floor, one up on my desk, and one over there on the floor. Because when you walk in my front door, you don't smell cigarette smoke. I don't smoke out anywhere else. Only in my studio. And then once a week, I will take the Dollar Tree version of Febreze, spray everything.
There is a way.
Spray the bed, spray the carpet, spray my chair, everything.
South Mountain. It goes up the mountain a little bit and goes around to the front side, to the north side of South Mountain.
Yeah.
That would probably be a good perspective.
But hopefully I get monetized.
Either that we
It'd be
could
nice
do
to
that
start
or
making some money doing videos. Making a little bit of money.
we could go up on Camelback Mountain.
And again, if you want to help the channel out, help me and my wife move, Cash App is right there.
I wonder what that
I don't know how these kids ride these
Right.
one wheel skateboard things.
Well, remember further. What we noticed earlier on the way down, further to the west,
I'd bust my ass if I tried to ride one of those.
It's still crime. And it is.
But I did see a video of
Dust over there is pretty early
a
on.
guy's dog riding one.
It's already on its approach.
Crazy.
Looks like it's already kicking up over here. Is that the road?
That was one road, yeah.
Is that the one that goes around South Mountain?
I don't know. I've never been up to South Mountain.
That's a video that I'm going to do for my Explore Arizona channel.
But now we're starting to get into more
I want to go up
the
to the South Mountain Lookout.
The south end of Phoenix.
It's just so hard for me to film videos
probably pull off again.
when I've only got about a 4-hour window every day of access to my car.
Because once we get into Phoenix proper, it'll be hard to probably pull off. I could imagine, wouldn't you think?
I did go early this morning to try to get some bookcases, but there was already a guy there picking them up. This person had posted
Metro chat.
2 bookcases for free on Marketplace.
Getting your that lot.
Because my wife, for whatever reason, has been like really into reading books like lately.
Folks, you're making a wrong decision going south. Stay where you are.
Yeah.
All the traffic going south. That's not great.
Oh, so they're headed north.
Freeway more congested going down south.
Well, they can see what they're doing. To east,
Yep, they're headed to Phoenix.
there's a 202 west. What do you think, Gary? You want to try it?
Yeah, we can try whatever.
Okay, I'm not sure what the name of the road is that goes
Let's say
south.
you would know more about that than me because I have never been up there.
Yes. Well, we'll just try it. I know I can get to. I can get up on the back of South Mountain a little ways, which would be a real.
If you take 202 far enough, you'll run into my area.
I'm gonna try this chat, see if it'll let me switch it back to the original here.
That's the one good thing about the Phoenix area
Well,
is
I think this is.
we've got freeways everywhere. We got the I-10 that runs through the middle of Phoenix.
South Mountain here.
We got Loop 101 that loops around
Oh, in West Phoenix.
But
the northern part of the Phoenix Valley. We got the 202 that comes from the middle of Phoenix way out to the East Valley where I live. And we got the 303 that's way over on the west side.
40 is.
Got the I-17 that runs up to Flagstaff. If you want to see an awesome video time lapse for I-17, just go onto my Explore Arizona YouTube channel.
Hold on, Chad. I'm trying to get your stuff like I promised.
Let me
Here we go. Nope,
pull
now I got
it up here.
All right.
Oh my God, the radar looks nuts. Okay, hang on, everybody. Okay, we got to get. Sorry, Stormrunner guys.
Let up, it looks like now down near the Marana area, but they're dealing with some flooding concerns at this point. So here are the showers and storms moving their way up to the north and to the west. And Maddie, is this a live chopper shot? All right, looks like our chopper may have gone down. We have our chopper out there as well. Of course, it's a little bit easier and safer for us to see it from the sky. But again, this is what we've been tracking, the activity down to our south, moving up to the north and to the west at what was about 20 miles an hour at this point. So we don't have the rain here in the valley just yet. That would be nice because that could help with some of the dust down there, but it's still kind of positioned right near the Casa Grande area.
But that's what's
Very
pushing the
intense
dust.
wind gusts at
This
this point.
big
See
storm
on your
starts
right,
in
our chopper going
Tucson
in and out at times.
and
Sometimes
it starts
shot
moving
for you, but
north,
on your
and the
left,
outflow
there's your
winds of
current
that
wind gusts.
storm
47-mile-an-hour
make
winds
this.
out near Maricopa, Coolidge, 39-mile-an-hour wind gusts out near Casa Grande. So on the right there's our chopper shot. Again, this has pretty much been our first real big dust storm throughout this monsoon. So Royal, we've kind of talked a lot about, those showers and storms. I want to see if you have anything, if you're ready at this point to kind of look over some of the other activity.
Pretty amazing. As you say, they're in the 40 to 45 mile an hour range, and Casa Grande's had a peak gust of 48 now, 47 at Coolidge. We're still in the 20s in the East Valley. That's going to get higher. Phoenix Sky Harbor has had a 39-mile-an-hour wind gust so far. And as
I
that
don't know where all these
dust
wind
storm
gusts
moves up
coming
the
from because
southeast, we're gonna
my
see those
trees
dust storm numbers
are
come out.
just
So
kind
let's
of
do a little bit of a
moving
radar
just a little
study
bit.
if we can, and we'll get right to radar and show you what's happening out there as far as the showers and the dust is going. There's the area where we have the dust storm warning for the Phoenix area. That dust storm warning is including downtown Phoenix, the airport, all of the East Valley included in that dust storm warning. And
Yep.
it does look like we are going to see an awful lot of dust in that area throughout the next couple of hours.
Right during
Blowing
rush
dust
hour.
advisory now till 7, but that's for areas south of town. The warning happened to click on the dust storm advisory. The warning is more up north, and we'll pick that up with the dust storm warning until 5:45 in portions of Metro Phoenix. So 5:45, that puts us about 50 minutes out for that blowing dust in
This will be
central
one that
portions.
people talk
Mainly
about for a long
eastern
time.
portions, but maybe making their way into the central portions as well. Love this graphic because it tells you how fast things are moving and where they'll be in town over a specific amount of time. And right now we've got this storm, the leading edge of it, into Chandler in about 30 minutes or so, being downtown Phoenix after the 6 o'clock hour. And then perhaps if it holds together, which we think it will,
I live
some
just
form,
north of Chandler.
around 6:30 into Glendale. Now that doesn't mean rain for you, but that certainly means you're going to see a whole heck of a lot of dust associated with this. Now let's take a look at the rain and where it is right now. We're going to go to street level if we can get down to that, and also
Look at how
our,
big it is.
sweeping radar, which
This
is the
thing's
most,
massive.
accurate kind of radar that we have right now. Here's the Loop 202, and we've got some showers just moving on to the Loop 02 with a gust front ahead of it, so you can assume that there is a strong dust storm right there on the east side of town with the
Yep.
202 that is continuing to make its way in. Again, the winds in these dust storms have been running anywhere from 35 to 45 miles an hour, and we think we'll continue to see that.
Get my
for at least
camera,
the next half hour or
my
so
phone's
as these
set up here,
storms
ready to
continue
go.
make their way through. Now we'll turn off the sort of the part that was making us look at one part of the storm and look at the rain as it begins to make its way into the southeast valley.
Yeah, it's
They're
going
in
to hit
Sun
us
Lakes.
hard.
We've got a pretty good cell just south of the 101 and Gilbert and Higley that is moving up. Looks like some rain has crossed the Loop 101 at this point. And let's check out if we can get a rainfall rate number from up in that vicinity. That'll show you how strong that shower is. Rainfall rate, there we go, not popping up. We're getting the blowing dust advisory. I apologize for that. There's the rainfall rate, just under an inch per hour. So that's pretty good pour down. It's not going to last for an hour, but it tells you that there's going to be a whole heck of a lot of rain out there.
Yeah, a whole heck of a lot of rain.
Another rainfall number for it looks like it could be raining even harder, the darker red, and we're going to click and see. We continue to get the blowing dust advisory, so I apologize for that. We're not going to be able to get the rainfall numbers on some of those. We can tell you, though, those rainfall rates are well in excess of 2 inches per hour, though those areas won't get 2 inches of rain. They are going to get an awful lot of rain in a short period of time. So
And it's
we'll
going to
be blowing
flood.
things out
Yep,
we
it's
are,
it's
showing
gonna
you the
flood.
cluster. I'm going to put it in motion, and I think we're going to toss it over to Pete here. In a
The
second. So
ground
let me know
here,
when Pete's ready. Pete's been in the
the
newsroom
the
tracking
desert
some of our
floor
photographs on
is
this.
so
And,
hard.
if you guys can
You
let
a
me know when
16
Pete's ready.
penny
But some of
nail.
these storms are moving to the
If you wanted to shove it
northwest
into the
at
ground,
about 10 to 20
you
miles
can't
an
shove
hour
it
or
with your
so.
hand.
It looks like
You
we're
can't
gonna see
shove
a
it with
fair
your
amount of
foot.
rain in the
You
East
gotta
Valley.
hammer it
We don't know
into
how
the
much of
ground
this will make its
like you're
way into
hammering
the
it into a
West
piece of
Valley
wood.
before we start
It's
seeing some
that
outflow
hard.
boundaries there, and we'll continue
And when
to
the ground's
monitor
that
that as
hard,
well. Severe
the water
thunderstorm
just like
warnings
runs
as
off.
well to the south of us. Flash flood warning as well along the I-10 north of Tucson. So really anyone traveling the I-10 corridor between Phoenix and Tucson tonight, not a great idea at all.
And we
And
saw all
I
those
wanna
cars
take you
headed
out to the
south
helicopter. That is just
right
an
into
amazing,
this.
amazing picture. If you want to take that full, folks, and just show that for a while, we haven't seen a monsoon dust storm like that in a long, long time,
Yeah,
maybe a couple of
this
years. And this one's really expanded out. It's a wide one. At one point down in Eloy, it was probably about 5,000 feet in the atmosphere. I'm betting it's about 4,000 to 5,000 feet up in the atmosphere right now as it
yeah,
makes its way into
that's
the
how
valley.
massive
All
it
right,
is,
Pete's been
everybody.
covering this storm as well in the
5,000
newsroom.
feet,
Pete, what do you got for us?
almost a mile
Well,
high.
Jared, we're just going over tons of viewer pictures which are coming into AZ Fan.
Life Scratchers $10 and up from the Arizona Lottery.
Mm.
$1 million mega market giveaway.
These are a few minutes ago, so even though you're seeing this one, wow, look at this. Queen Creek, this is from John Zach, and you can just see that wall of dust. You can see why this is so dangerous because you've got basically good visibility on one side of this thing, and then it just drops like that. That's why not recommended
All right,
for
I'm
driving
gonna.
this at all. And we continue to see more pictures coming in. Let's see what else
Okay,
we got.
here,
This
let's
is
see
from
what
Arthur. This is actually a
what
video
the cameras
here.
are
I'm not quite sure on this
looking like.
location, but again, this is what we've been seeing all afternoon around the Casa Grande area, areas to the south of Phoenix, where you have a clear.
Oh
and
yeah,
all of a
you
sudden,
can
you
see
have
it
that
see it here,
wall of
everyone.
dust moving.
You can see the dust. Let me pull this up bigger. You can see the dust coming right in.
Like we've been mentioning that we've seen here in a long, long time. We've also gotten.
All right, I'm gonna run outside and
page. This is sent by Nicole earlier. Not sure about the location on this, but the theme is similar. You can see wall of dust moving in and moves to the north. And we'll have to pay close attention to the radar as we have dust storm warnings now covering Metro Phoenix. So far, this dust storm has held together, and it's a situation we'll have to monitor closely going forward. I'm not sure who I'm tossing to now, but I'm going to toss back, I think, to.
Hey, Pete.
Hey,
we're watching
Hi,
this.
Nicole and Jared. How are you doing?
That's okay. We're watching this storm unfold, and so it's all hands on decks for everyone behind the scenes and in the field. Anytime the scanners start popping like this, we send our. You can see our chopper is out there. They're trying to bring back a signal. But earlier we showed you that shot from Stephanie, who was off I-10, just in the Casablanca area. So that's halfway between Chandler and Casa Grande.
Yep.
She was pulled off the side of the road. And we want to make sure that we give you good information. So if you ever get caught where there's zero visibility like this, you got to pull off and turn off your lights.
It's counterintuitive, you know, because I feel like if you're driving along and visibility drops quickly, which we saw, here's the video.
Intense.
Or maybe this is them live pulled off to the side of the road. But when visibility drops, it's counterintuitive because you think, well, I'm going to leave my lights on, I'm going to leave my hazards on. But the advice from ADOT and DPS is to always pull aside and turn all your lights off, because they say if you leave your lights on, there's a risk of somebody from behind you thinking you're still going, following you and crashing into you. So it's kind of counterintuitive, but that's the advice from ADOT, is to pull off to the side and turn all of your lights off.
Yeah, they call it the pull aside, stay alive. And they say set the emergency brake, keep your foot on the brake pedal, and stay in your seat belted vehicle until the storm passes. Here's another live look. We're kind of bouncing around to our valley cam. So this is Where's this again, Maddie?
347. So this
Okay.
is the highway down to Maricopa. And
Maricopa.
this is the highway. I feel like of all of our highways, the I-10 and the 347 get hit the hardest
Wow,
when
no
these
kidding.
dust storms move through. And Royal was talking about the size of this dust storm. This is huge in general. We're calling it a haboob now because it's
Right.
risen to that level. And also, I think it's exceedingly rare to see a haboob or a dust storm this size in the month of August, late August, because usually I feel like we normally see this at the start of the monsoon season before all that desert land and farmland is tamped down by the moisture and the storms. We haven't had a whole lot of that this year. So
we
maybe that's why we're seeing this huge cloud. And Royal, I don't know if your microphone's up or if you want to weigh in on that, but as a layman, that's my interpretation of what we're seeing here tonight.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, we've had a late start to the monsoon.
Right.
We
Sure.
had a couple of little rains. Hasn't been enough to really tamp down much of the dust. We were trying to check the status of Sky Harbor Airport with those high winds moving in. Right now, they're listing 15-minute delays or less, which is nothing at
Pretty
all,
good.
as you know. But yeah, this kind of dust storm is more typical, prototypical, if you will, in late June, early July. The haboob that put Phoenix on the map, which was July of 2011, the Mike Olbinski photo, the famous photo, that was early July storm. So to see one at this time of the year kind of shows you how the monsoon is right now, at least this year, has been out of whack for us. It's been very dry across the entire state. We talked about this last week. There's not a rain gauge in Maricopa County with an above average tally so far for the monsoon. And that's a little disturbing when you think about it. All right, Holly's got more from us on this storm as it begins to plow into the valley.
Yeah, Royal, we're now looking at a severe thunderstorm warning. This is new, just within the last minute or so. So we've been talking to you about, if you guys want to switch over to my weather computer, KTVK1, that would be great. We've been talking to you guys about what is a dust storm warning right here through the valley, but we're now seeing a severe thunderstorm warning, and that's in effect for the Queen Creek area. So you could see that orange shaded color here, Royal. I'm looking at your computer, I think. Here we go. There's mine. A dust storm warning, but now that severe thunderstorm warning as well, and that is for the Queen Creek area. It's kind of
Okay,
that
the
dark
dust storm
orange-shaded
has
color you see
officially
there.
hit
So we're
me.
looking at the showers and storms moving up to the north at about 10
I'm
miles
gonna
an
stop
hour
this camera.
with this for the Queen Creek area.
I'm
if
gonna
you
make
live
this
here, but then
bigger,
also if you live out
and
toward
I'm gonna
Chandler
switch
as
the
well, but we're
camera to
looking at
my
wind gusts,
outside camera
excess of about 40
so
to
you guys
even
can see it.
50 miles an hour, and some heavy rain about to hit near
That
the
is
Queen Creek
right
area.
outside.
This is all from the showers and storms that were just down to
5
the
minutes
south
ago,
and southeast of us that we've been
there was
tracking. Our
nothing.
dust storm warning has expired now for the Casa Grande area, but still in effect through at least the next half hour
But
or
yeah,
so across the
we
east
got
side out
a
to
dust
Phoenix,
storm.
kind of downtown Phoenix as well. And we're looking
Let
at,
me
again,
switch
winds
this
possible up to about
switch this
50
back to
60
the
miles an hour.
inside
For a
camera.
closer view on that cell itself, Royal, is that what you're looking at over there?
That we have in the Southeast Valley right now, the severe thunderstorm.
I'm
warning
gonna
in effect
go.
for essentially the
I'm
Queen
gonna go
Creek
out and
area, also for
film it.
Mesa Gateway Airport. That's that little ray dome that you see there. And we're going to go to street level to show you exactly where the heaviest rains are falling. Here's the loop 202 with Valverde Drive. Very heavy rain falling there at this point. We're also seeing some very, very heavy rain at Power Road, all along Power Road. Queen Creek is picking up some heavy rain right now. This is the area where we do have the severe thunderstorm warning in effect for at least the next 45 minutes or so. And that storm is progressing to the northeast. So Gilbert and Chandler and areas of Mesa, you are going to be impacted by that storm as well as it begins to move your way. So severe thunderstorm warning on that cell right there. And by the way, we put this in a different mode, different radar mode, and you can see that blue popping up in the area where we've got the warning. Well, that's indicative of the potential anyway for hail, and that is picking up right in the warning area south of Queen Creek. So if you're in the Queen Creek area or anywhere around there, you're probably going to see some pea-sized hail. It's going to come down really quick. The rain is going to dump on you, and you're going to get some wind as well. Have not seen any microbursting tendencies yet. That's something that we're going to look for very closely. But now we've got rain into Gold Canyon. We've got rain just about to move onto the 202. And we also will see that dust spreading across the valley over the next couple of hours, Holly.
Well, Roy, we're getting a lot of viewer Facebook photos and videos into our First Alert Facebook page. Our directors may still be queuing that up. If you want to keep talking about, I don't know if you have anything else to add, but You know what you and I were talking about earlier? Of course, you have something to add. You're Royal Norman. The dust storm ranking system.
Yeah.
That's new this year from the
Yes.
National Weather Service. So that could be really interesting
Yeah.
to just see what ranking, kind of like a hurricane scale, what ranking this dust storm will go to.
And because it's so wide and so tall and is so dense, it might be a top-rated one. Yeah.
All right. Well, it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens there. Want to get you out to your photos and videos that you're sending us right now. Of course, a lot of us have been dealing with the dust, but we're now actually getting some rain video also in from the Casa Grande area. So here we go. Melissa, thanks so much for sending this in. You could see the rain coming down there out in her neighborhood, and it's very hazy out there. Storm photos and videos as well. I'm scrolling through our First Alert Facebook page with you right now. If you haven't joined it, it's a great group to be a part of. You could post your videos there. Here's someone who said they had to pull over, Alvin, pull over off the 87 highway on the Gila River Indian community. Like Jared and Nicole were saying, that's the best thing to do at this point. If you are stuck in a dust storm, of course, we know visibility has gotten very, very poor along the 10, kind of on that stretch in between Casa Grande and here in the valley. But look at this, Apache Junction. Bruce Evans posting this, and this is just crazy. You could see that line there of where that dust wall was moving up here into the valley. Like Royal has said, it appears to be a little bit more widespread at this point as we head into that 5 o'clock hour, but it did kind of start, of course, as that big wall just down to the south and to the east of us.
Oh,
Here's
okay, I'm
Sheila.
back.
She said crazy with some of her video. It appears to be rain. If I
Wow.
were to guess, that's the Apache Junction area, or Casa Grande, excuse me. Here's another video that we have where you could just see the wind really pushing those trees back and forth. Again, we've had wind gusts in excess of about 40 to 50 miles an hour down to the south of the valley. So we've been getting a lot of these into our Facebook page. I'll leave you here with this one. This is from Michelle in Gilbert. So again, that dust storm
Yeah,
warning in
Gilbert's
effect
just
for the southeast valley
where
and through the downtown Phoenix
my
area,
wife and I go
and,
shopping
really Royal
at
near
Walmart.
Chandler, Gilbert.
That's
That's where
Gilbert.
we're seeing that big wall of dust still kind of popping up here into the
Hopefully
valley.
my
Reminder that the severe
road
thunderstorm
mic
warning
kept
in
the
Southeast
wind noise
Valley and
out.
Gilbert goes till 6 o'clock tonight. Heavy rain, potentially some hail, very gusty winds, lots of cloud lightning there too as well.
Okay, and it looks like, you know, in the 4 o'clock hour, we were talking about what was just dust.
Yeah.
If we're looking at your radar right now, we're looking at a chopper shot. We're looking at, I think, what appears to be a ADOT camera, likely down to the south of us as well. This is the Loop 202, I'm told, on the left side of your screen. On the right side of your screen is our chopper shot. And it looks like now on the left, we have a crew out there in the field who it looks like they're getting a little bit of rain out there. It's kind of hard to see on our monitors here, but it looks like they're getting some rain out there as well. So what was Royal, that 4 o'clock hour, just dust for us, we're finally seeing that monsoon activity make its way here into the valley.
Yeah, and you know what, if we pull up a traffic map, the south end of the Loop 202 is just getting crushed with rain right now. It's just beginning to move in. So you're going to see traffic along that part of the East Valley slow down significantly. There's a lot of cloud to ground lightning. There's a bunch of heavy rain associated with this cell. Severe thunderstorm warning.
Okay,
as
I got a
mentioned,
video
until,
going up.
the top of the hour.
And
we're
again, if
also
you're
looking at
watching,
this
share
movement
this
to the
out.
northwest at about
Share,
10
share,
miles an
share.
hour. So we could have a big impact on Sky Harbor Airport if we haven't already, because these outflows are already pushing into the runway areas, the landing areas for Sky Harbor. So we could be seeing some potentially delays at Sky Harbor as well as these move in.
Okay, I
Jared's
was going to ask
checking in on that right
Jared,
now. Yeah.
if you wouldn't mind.
I'm seeing Royal a couple of flights. They're still taking off. They're still landing right now. But you were saying even earlier there was a gust there of 39 miles an hour. So it looks like they're preparing to maybe hold some flights. And I think there are some delays. Other airports, according to the FAA, are delaying sending flights into Phoenix from across the Southwest. So maybe from Albuquerque, Denver, from Southern California. They're delaying sending those flights into us until the storms pass tonight. So if you have someone coming in tonight, expect them to be delayed. And if you're heading to the airport for a flight out, expect maybe a delay until the storm passes this evening.
Yeah, if you've got our AZ Family First Alert
Yeah,
radar app,
this-
you're getting
ah.
the live radar, you're getting our push alerts, and of course you're seeing these
This
live
is
images.
intense, everybody.
Wall of dust, a haboob that's the really
A
first of
haboob.
this monsoon season.
Now,
for
I
us.
don't know
It is
why
on
they
this
call it a
widespread low
haboob.
visibility for some of
Nobody
the drivers
here
very
calls it
dangerous on evening
a
commute. So let's
haboob.
go ahead and check in on that evening commute with Derek
Everybody
Stark.
calls it a dust
Watching all
storm.
the ADOT cams, and it's a mess out there, Derek.
It's an absolute mess. We see it on the traffic maps right here. A lot of slowdowns in the.
Oh yeah, of course it's slow down. Oh, let's
talking about it. So I want to highlight this.
check
area
out the
right here. It's
cameras.
202 near the 101, just east of the 101. Here's what it looks like. This is 202 east of the loop.
All right. This. Remember, there's a mountain in there. You can kind of see it across here. This is downtown Phoenix. This is the camera that looks down on the baseball stadium and the basketball stadium. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. That's a live shot, everybody. You can't even see South Mountain. That's how bad it is.
Roadways. Stephanie, what are you seeing?
Yeah, so we are still on I-10 towards Casa Grande, but we went through dust and now we've hit rain. So I want to show our camera in the front of our car. You can see, yeah, as you said it, low visibility, driving very slow. Obviously, we went through not just dust, but now we have severe rain. We did see lightning off in the distance. It's coming down very fast and hard. So, you know, obviously we need to be, you're going from one weather event to another within a span of minutes. So, you know, it's tough to kind of see through our windshield. So obviously we are very, very safe. We had pulled over during that dust storm because obviously, you know, that's what we're supposed to do. You're supposed to pull over, turn your lights off, and wait it out. And, you know, with the rain, you know, that's kind of take it to whatever you think you can handle. You know, we're driving very slow. We may even pull over ourselves just to be very safe and make sure that we can get.
All right, let me share this video I just shot out, and then I will pull this video up so you guys can watch it.
All right, Stephanie, thanks so much for that. Yes, like you said, you've been in the dust and now in the rain. We're still tracking our severe thunderstorm warning, and this is in effect for the Queen Creek area. And so if you live in this area, we're seeing very heavy
Queen
rain
Creek
coming
is
down at
east of
this
me.
point. Some strong winds as well. Our dust storm warning is also in effect. That's through at least 5:45, but I also think that that will likely get.
I'm just trying to share everything out here on all the social media.
That severe thunderstorm warning. Actually, I think we're going to take a look at our traffic cameras at this point. Roy, I think this might be the. Let me get a little bit closer. Okay.
Look at that. Look at that traffic.
Jared is saying there is a crash on the Loop 202 in Alma School. This looks
Alma School is really freaking close.
Drive. It looks like some people are doing the situation like Nicole was saying, where some people tend to turn their flashers on. Obviously, when the visibility
people
goes
are
down,
just people are so stupid.
Right thing to do. If you do get stuck in these situations,
they tell you every year what to do.
Turn those lights off. If you guys want to pull up my weather computer, we're looking at our severe thunderstorm warning that has now been extended further into parts of the valley. So now including areas like Chandler, we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect from those showers and storms that are moving up from the south and pushing up to the north. So that's the general direction that
on my outside camera.
And we knew it'd be some around this 5:30 hour that we'd start to see some of this activity. But here's the direction they're moving in right now. We're looking at heavy rain. So yes, that is going to impact our evening commute. So feel free, guys, to pull up those traffic cameras throughout the hour if you'd like to. Again, continuing to push up to the north. So now areas like Chandler are getting hit hard with some of that rain. And look at these.
All right, I'm going to mute her and show you the little video clip that I just shot. Now, I didn't have time to go into pro mode or anything. This is just handheld what I could get. Hey everybody, Broken Patriot here. I'm on Val Vista and Broadway. The dust storm has just hit my area. Boy, that tree's moving a lot. You can see it over there. There's the branch down out of that tree. And people want to park right under it. During monsoon season, I park far away from the trees. It hit here 5 minutes ago. That mic's doing a pretty good job. Hopefully the microphone is working good. I mean, it's it's working as good as that little mic can do. I guarantee you it would be unwatchable if I just had my my cell phone with the built-in mic. I'm betting that tree comes down. If this wind stays like this, that tree is coming down. If I was my neighbor, I'd be out there moving it. Okay, here we go. Back to the
Southeast Valley right now.
When we had that other intense storm that came through the other night, we had microbursts with wind gusts topping 59 miles an hour. Royal Resources.
Oh yeah, that was the storm that was shaking the neighbor's truck. 67-mile-an-hour wind gust.
Says 48 streets are closed.
See, I was freaking right. It was shaking the neighbor's F-250.
On the backside, chat, there are severe thunderstorms on the backside of this. Oh yeah, look, you guys can see that right there. You guys can see the warnings. Radar now works again. All right, chat.
That's the price for gas, $3.59 a gallon.
Just look at how dramatic it looks back behind us, where we literally came from.
For gas that I won't use.
Are you gonna make it up there in time though? It almost feels like it's about ready to be.
At Wayfair, we get pretty excited about furniture. Around here, it's not a patio, it's a patio. Oh, I love the.
Yeah, the neighbor guy just came out and grabbed his
Well, everyone's smart. Oh nope, don't you? No. Somebody had music playing. Nope, cannot have that.
What's that?
Music playing. That guy has his window down,
Oh.
music playing, cannot have that at all.
I get it. Royalties and all that stuff?
It'll take everything away.
Yep.
No lane lines. Okay, I can deal with that. Just as long as I can get through.
Yeah, learning row on a city bus.
Back in the Camel Head.
I don't know what the technical term for those buses are, but everybody just calls them the bendy bus. Because
The
it's
one
literally,
mission we have right now, chat, staying in front of this. If we get behind this, we're officially cooked. If we get behind this, we are officially probably cooked. Thought we were cooked last time, but there wasn't
But
hardly any traffic on
it's-
going north into Phoenix. But
it's basically,
Again,
here we go again.
if we get behind this, we're cooked.
But it's like a bus towing a trailer.
You guys didn't hear anything? What about what? Sorry.
look at that. It's right on her tail.
That's what I'm saying. Right there.
I didn't even know you were live. You should have texted me.
Place.
But yeah, that big tree that's in front of my neighbor's apartment. It's not very big at the bottom, and it's got a lot of leaves and branches on it.
49th.
And it was swaying big time.
It caught up with us, Garrett.
They referenced the music here. What do you? Oh, it caught up to us. Well, we're toast now. Look at all the debris in the air, chat. See all the debris rain.
Look at that.
I'm sure this goes through. I hope it does.
Yep, we're in it now.
Oh,
Make sure all the windows are rolled up.
all right.
Now I want to breathe this junk in.
Yeah, you can get valley fever doing this. Oh, it
Yeah, the
starts.
AC is on recirculation in the car. The air that's in the car.
My AC is
There's
on.
parking lot to pull into.
Go over to 44th.
My AC is on recirculation all the time, unless I'm smoking in the car, and then I'll turn the recirculate button off, because then it blows the smoke out the window.
Autonomous car. Yep, we are.
Yeah, they are. They are in it.
We're going to be in darkness for a while. That's an understatement.
It's just barely starting to rain here.
What creates the haboob? Well, first you got to have really dry soil, which the desert floor down here does when the monsoon is fairly quiet. And so, for the most part, it's been fairly quiet. So that's step number one. Step number two, you got to have strong enough thunderstorms to create a big enough outflow boundary to continue storms to happen. You gotta have a boundary that continues to have storms form on it and behind it, and it's gonna have strong enough wind. Usually on those air mass days, there's not an organized cold pool that happens, and so you'll get some dust storms, but they won't be long-lasting, long-lived. On days like today, where you have a little bit of wind shear in the environment, and you get an organized cold pool like what we have behind us, where storms are forming. Yeah, look at all the storms blowing up behind us. This is exactly what the ingredients, some of the ingredients are. Obviously, you're going to have high moisture to get the good storms, and you have to have good instability, good downdraft cape to get those downdrafts to be strong enough, right? So
half a mile to Camelback Road, but I don't think it's going to make much difference to get up there. But we'll go up there.
Oh, Ray said he just lost
As soon as this passes,
lost power.
as soon as this passes, I believe there's storms literally right to our south.
Right behind it, huh?
Yeah, there's rain literally.
Oh, hang
not
on
that
here.
far on our doorstep.
Bow,
Coming
take
in
a
from the south.
bow,
Coming in
bow,
from the south.
What we're
bow.
going to have is fine mud.
Yeah,
Yep.
a bunch of rain coming in behind us. Chad Lily, right behind us. Look at all this rain coming in, and severe thunderstorm warnings all over the place down there.
Yeah. It's intense.
Camelback and 44th Street.
God, look at that.
Your Nana was manager of that Valley National Bank, and your grandma went to the grand opening there with her of that bank, 44th and Camelback. Holy cow.
So I'm saying if you don't feel comfortable, you probably can just pull off somewhere and just write it out.
Well, let's go up on the mountain and see what.
No. Dang it. That probably hurt it.
What was that?
Mom's ringtone.
Oh,
That phone still gets her phone calls.
okay.
Yeah, YouTube is getting picky about any kind of music. Oh, here's a good shot. Check this out, guys. Look at that shot. You can see it physically moving. Golly. Yeah, this is something else. This is how fast that dust is moving. Those storm runner guys are trying to stay in front of this. Now I guarantee you these buildings, oh, lightning. All right, I'm gonna oh. I don't know if the mic just heard that, but I'm gonna go out and shoot another clip real quick. Like, I'm gonna leave it on this. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Let me switch the did I go dead? No, I was outside filming the rain. So here, let me switch the camera to the outside view. I'm gonna go grab my headphones, put them on. Yeah, I was outside filming this rain. I'll be right back. Yeah, look at that. It's almost totally closed up downtown Phoenix. And it's pissing buckets here. Here's another webcam view. Yeah. And what's crazy? That roof is supposed to be white. You can see how that camera is shaking. Okay, let's switch to come on to Mesa. I'm in Mesa.
Wind gust map right now on my weather computer, and we're looking at still wind gusts that we've seen within the last half hour at 60 miles
Well,
plus
good. Thank
an
you.
hour in Phoenix. Out toward Chandler, 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts out near the Mesa area. And Royal and I have just been on the side here very impressed by this graphic here. 78 degrees right now in Gilbert. That's one of the areas, of course, seeing that rain-cooled air out there. It'll be interesting to see what Sky Harbor gets, our official gauge, because we now know that the showers
Look at it pouring at my place.
I think we have Steven Sarabia out there on the road with our storm commander. Steven, what is it looking like in the area? Where are you right now?
Yeah, we're on the I-10, I-60 area, sort of in the southeast part of the valley where the rain has really picked up. You know, this is what it's looking at right now from our camera at the top of our storm commander. Here is our dash cam, so that way we have the windshield wipers where you can actually really see. And so we just went through that dust storm. Now it is the heavy rain, and this is right during commute time. There has been a lot of people that we've seen just sort of pull over to the side of the road as if they're waiting for the storm to pass. Many people just continuing through. You can just see these hazard lights. A lot of people traveling.
Ooh, I don't know if you guys heard that.
Right now, so just be extra.
This is impressive for us this monsoon because we've had a few small little dust storms here and there. Nothing quite to this extent. I'm looking at the current wind gust map right now on my weather computer, and we're looking at still wind gusts that we've seen within the last half hour at 60 miles plus an hour in Phoenix, out toward Chandler,
Yeah.
50-mile-an-hour wind gusts out near the Mesa area. And Royal and I have just been on the
Now
side
remember,
here, very
everyone, I'm out here
impressed by this
in the
graphic
Mesa
here.
Chandler
78
area.
degrees right now
I
in
think my
Gilbert.
daughter texted
That's
me.
one of the areas,
Yep.
of course, seeing that rain-cooled air out there. It'll be interesting to see what Sky Harbor gets, our official gauge, because we now know that the showers and storms are kind of moving toward that area. I think we have Steven Sarabia out there on the road with our storm commander. Steven, what is it looking like in the area? Where are you right now?
Yeah, we're on the I-10, I-60 area, sort of in the southeast part of the valley where the rain has really picked up. You know, this is what it's looking at right now from our camera at the top of our storm commander. Here is our dash cam, so that way we have the windshield wipers where you can actually really see. And so we just went through that dust storm. Now it is the heavy rain, and this is right during commute time. There has been a lot of people that we've seen just sort of pull over to the side of the road as if they're waiting for the storm to pass. Many people just continuing through. You can just
Look
see
at it,
the
it's just
hazard lights. A lot of people
pouring
traveling with the
buckets
hazard
here.
lights on right now, so just be extra cautious. If you do have to travel, maybe just wait until this storm does pass, because as you can see, visibility is low. It's low not only because of the rain that we're in, but if you're up in the central part of the valley where they're seeing that dust, it's low because of the dust as well. So just be extra cautious out there. And the winds, Holly and Royal have mentioned the wind speeds. We could really feel them while we've been driving as well. Those wind gusts really sort of hit the unit. So just be, again, extra cautious when out on the roadways. We are on the I-10 right now, making our way about to be in the Ahwatukee area where those outages are, that, as y'all mentioned right now. So yes, traffic is moving pretty slow. We are going definitely well under the speed limit, about 35 miles an hour. Many cars doing the same, but if you can just take a look, I'm going to switch cameras right now because I want to show you that every now and then you'll just see cars parked on the side waiting out this storm. We just passed by a big group. Don't see any right now, but this just gives you an idea of just how low the visibility is. This is our top cam.
God dang it.
Everybody going well under the speed limit. So
Arrgh.
right now I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Royal as y'all are tracking the latest on this storm.
All right, thanks, Stephen. We're going to review some of the warnings that we have out right now. The warnings for Metro Phoenix, both severe thunderstorm warnings and dust storm warnings as well. So let's
Sorry,
get
everyone.
to
I'm
the
trying
maps
to
and
do like
we'll zero in on the three
20
warnings
things
that we
at
have.
freaking once
The first
here.
one's down in the Southeast Valley in Queen Creek. This is going to be the first one to expire out. The rain has virtually ended there, but there's still a little bit of light shower activity. That's just south of Gateway Airport. We have another that extends into Mesa up to about Falcon Field, across into Tempe at Kyrene Road. This severe thunderstorm warning will be in effect for at least another 15 to 20 minutes. And now we've got one that's headed out toward the west side toward Levine. Over the South Mountain area. We were telling you about this. It's raining on both sides of South Mountain very hard right now in the Ahwatukee foothills area and also in South Phoenix. That's where we've got
God,
the
I'm trying
severe
to do
thunderstorm warnings. We'll
10
widen out and show you
10
that there's the
10
dust
things
storm warning. This is
at
the
once.
dust storm that won't quit. It's headed up to Cave Creek. It's headed up to Surprise. It's headed out to Buckeye. It's at least 700 miles across at its front border. It's at least 4,000 feet in the air.
You guys heard that?
Down to
700
1
mile
and 2
wide
miles
dust
on this
storm.
storm. So it's an incredible dust storm, especially for this time of year. Quick look at just a couple of street level rainfalls, if I
1
may,
mile
to show
high,
you some of our major intersections.
700 miles wide.
Downtown, heavy rain falling right now, and this rain will continue for the next 15 to 20 minutes or so. I'm not sure why we're not getting the names of the street. That could be there we go. Could be a cloud problem. Roosevelt and 16th Street, it's a pour down right now. We head up the highway toward Piestewa Peak. Heavy rain right now on Lincoln Drive, just south of Piestewa Peak. So we are now starting to pick up that heavy rain, Holly, but it's the wind that has really been crazy.
Yeah, I mean, strong winds in excess of 60 miles an hour across parts of the valley, dropping visibility down to about a mile down to the southeast portions of the valley as well. So we're looking at rainfall totals, Royal, 3/4 of an inch in just the last hour, with that cell that moved over the Chandler area, about 3/10 of an inch out
You're
in
looking at it.
Mesa. So we're looking at, if you guys
That's
want to
my,
switch over to my weather
outside
computer if
camera.
possible, we're looking at just some of the rainfall totals. And Royal, that's impressive. We know that can cause some flooding issues as well when we get that much rain here on our streets, and that can create some flooding issues as well. There we go. There's a look at some of the rainfall totals pulled up just within the last hour. We picked up just a little bit over 1/10 of an inch in Tempe and in Apache Junction as well. So this has been some very, very impressive activity for us. Here's our visibility map. And again, we've talked about that dust storm warning now almost in effect for the entire valley, and it's dropped visibility down significantly over the last hour to 2 hours, down to 2 miles in areas like Scottsdale and Royal. We saw that shot. I want to see if I still have it pulled up here. Well, we saw what was that dust storm kind of approaching right over Camelback. Looks like now we're getting some raindrops, some rain, and look at those trees really getting blown back and forth.
Raindrops keep
This is a
falling
look
on
up
my
in the North
head.
Scottsdale area. So I'm curious to see what our temperature differences are too. Of course, when we get this type of activity that moves through here. Last time Royal and I checked, we were looking at temperatures that were in the 70s right through Sky Harbor. Nicole Size, can you believe that?
Yeah, 77 at the airport right now.
73 in Chandler.
Yeah, it's amazing.
78 in Gilbert.
84 at Scottsdale, 82 at Maricopa. It's crazy time out there.
And Royal, I don't want us to forget too about, of course, we have our wonderful viewers out in Yuma. And what just popped up in that area, we've been getting some heavy rain, of course, out in western Arizona as well. There's now a flood
Yuma's
advisory in effect
all the way
for that
southwest
area,
of me.
and just outside of that as well. Or,
Down
excuse
in
me,
the
a flash
southwest
flood
corner of the
warning
state.
in effect for that area.
And that's rare for them. They get a little more than 3 inches of rain per year in Yuma. And who knows, they may get 3 inches of rain tonight in Yuma. Yeah, that's how rare it is to see heavy rain like that in southwest Arizona in the deserts there.
Yeah, Yuma hardly
Amazing
ever gets
stuff
rain.
going on today.
Yeah.
Haboob that we're used to seeing every year for monsoon storms, because it hits late in the day after extreme heat. And then, wow, look at this. It started with the dust storm, and now it's bringing a ton of rain, powerful.
Ignite the fairways.
Fireball.
At this point.
In fact, they just extended the ground stop. They said at least until 6:45 because they're dealing with a secondary issue there right now. In addition, it's interesting to see the FAA bulletin come across, say a haboob is impacting the airport. I feel like other airports around the country have to look up what a haboob is. Of course, we know all too well. In addition to that, there's a fire alarm going off in the tower. So the tower has been evacuated at the airport. Hopefully that's just a false alarm, but that's just going to add to the ripple effect, the domino effect, the airport's going to be seeing here through the evening, because you don't have flights landing or
Sky
taking
Harbor
off
Airport
at
here
least for another
lands
45
planes
minutes
about
right
once
now
every
as
2
the storm
minutes.
impacts the downtown area.
It's also the typical timing for a monsoon storm, late in the day, unfortunately, when a lot of people are on their way home for the evening commute. So when we saw earlier at the top of the 5 o'clock hour, heading into the 6
I'm gonna
o'clock
go
hour in just a moment here, but at the
switch
top
through
of the
the,
5 o'clock hour, Stephanie Dupre was on the road heading towards Casa Grande, and it was zero visibility.
I think it's an Indian name. Haboob. Okay, here's the downtown camera. I think it's on top of the City Hall building. $19,000 people without power. And there's the camera that's in between the baseball stadium, which is in the picture, and the basketball stadium. Look at that. And that's what I've been saying, everyone. We have crazy storms here. It doesn't hardly storm, but man, when it does,
So cool. One of the coolest things about the app is it tells you it's close.
Yes, you'll get that notification. It's 4.2 miles
Yep.
away from your location.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Watching all of the live cameras as well to see as the storm kind of treks across through the valley, bringing all that rain. And of course, we're not seeing any word of any crashes or anything at this
No.
point. So knock on wood that things stay safe on the roadway out there. But you can see very active storm night hitting the valley.
And this is one of those nights where it actually looks like everybody in the valley is going to get something. I mean, we've seen so
Yeah.
many spotty storms move through over the last 2 months.
Yeah,
This
it's
looks
like,
like a
oh,
valley-wide
got
gusher this
rain.
evening, and pretty heavy
And
rainfall.
Phoenix didn't get
moving in
rain.
to the
Or
southern
Phoenix
part
got
or the
rain and
central
I
part of the
didn't.
valley right now.
But it's, man.
It's 6 o'clock on a Monday evening. We're going to reset in case you're just joining
now
us
it's just
live here
sprinkling
at
outside.
6 on Arizona's Family tonight. Boy, if you had yourself outside driving around, if you've just looked out the window, you know
My
it's
neighbor
coming.
just
Dust,
grabbed his
rain.
work boots out of the
Who
bed of
knows
his
what else?
truck.
Very dramatic video here coming into our newsroom. We
Guaranteed
appreciate
they
all
are
the
so.
videos you are sending in to us as we check in with our helicopter and our traffic cameras as well. Big storm moved up earlier from South Arizona through Casa Grande and Eloy, and now it's here with us in the valley. A first alert weather day today with storm chances sticking with us probably here through the evening. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Jared Dillingham.
And I'm Nicole Kreitz. I think the big headline is temps in the 70s.
Yes.
In the valley from that extreme heat that we've been sweltering with this summer. It was a monsoon for a long time, and boy, is it back with a vengeance with this massive haboob that is moving across south of the valley up through the east. And here's a shot from our AZ Family News Chopper. This was about an hour ago when it really started taking shape. And we can see we've got team coverage for you to make sure that you are well protected. You know what's happening. Holly's watching the feed for
Haboob.
viewer videos. Stephanie
Who's
and Stephen
boob?
are in our storm
Haboob.
commanders chasing the storm.
Yes, and we're paying attention to what's going on at the airport as well. A ground stop in effect till 6:45 tonight. First, we're going to check in with our meteorologist.
Oh, I
Steve Ross.
guarantee
Steve, I can't
there's
even tell
a
you're
ground
standing in
stop.
front of.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of one of the things that I wanted to kind of compliment your team coverage that has been rolling on since about 3 p.m. with Chief Meteorologist Royal Norman. I kind of wanted to give you a couple of different views that you may not have seen over the last couple of hours of rolling coverage right here on ArizonasFamily.com. And our coverage is going to continue online on AZFamily.com and all of our social media channels for the next several hours with Royal and Pete. So we're going to keep adding to this coverage that you can kind of send out to your friends via our mobile app, as well as our Arizona Family First Alert news and traffic app. So here's a look at what are you looking at? Well, first of all, you're looking at the temperature, 76 degrees. It dropped to about 70 recently with some heavy rain across Sky Harbor. They've also had a 70-mile-an-hour wind gust. This is our South Mountain Transmitter Tower camera. This looks out and down into the valley. You can't even see the valley due to the amount of dust in the atmosphere. Look at this. This is what people are facing on the commute home, and this is why we bring you First Alert team coverage, because this is a safety factor that we want you to know about. We want you to slow down, get those headlights on. That's perfect perfect driver behavior right there. Buckle up, get those headlights on, and pack in extra time to get home, because not only are you dealing with low visibility, you're now dealing with some very strong gusty winds as well.
Yeah,
as some
current
heavy
temperature
downpours
at
out there on
my
I-10.
place
Here's the
here
Fairmont
in
Scottsdale
Mesa,
Princess. This
72
is looking
degrees.
due south towards the
When I
downtown
started
area.
the
And look at that
stream,
palm tree up
it was
there. It is
103.
really whipping. Wind gusts 40, 50 plus mile an hour winds, and some of the rain is now sideways again, causing that low visibility. Here's a
74.
live look at what used to be or is the Four
74
Seasons. The views up
degrees.
there at Four Seasons, you can see those small
And it's
mountains.
gonna
up
go
there.
up.
You can barely see it with the low visibility due to the dust. So they're on the
My
top
daughter's
there
out
with the
doing
dust.
DoorDash
The
in this
rest of the
shit.
valley under all that rain. Here's our Talking Stick Resort. Can't even see Camelback Mountain. This is pointing off to the east. There is low visibility here. Here's Maricopa, where they're dealing with a lot of rain in a short amount of time that came after that wall of dust. Here's Gilbert. Can you see that famous water tower? Yeah, they've got some heavy rain down there. Here's downtown Phoenix, really coming down on the streets there in downtown Phoenix. hasn't even reached Lake Pleasant yet. So this is how big our valley is, that it's not even reached Lake Pleasant. So what happened with that Haboob? It was some really, really strong thunderstorms south of the Casa Grande, Picacho Peak, Marana area. Remember, decaying thunderstorms during the summertime, they get immediate vertical lift, 30, 40, 50,000 feet high. All that cold, dense, evaporated air. Cold air is what? Heavier than the surrounding air. Just shoots down the bottom of the cloud and then rolls up all that dust right east-westbound along I-10. We call that dust storm alley. So that was that first rolling wall of dust. And then that kicked off all of these really strong thunderstorms. It lifts the atmosphere, lifts the moist, unstable air quicker
Man,
and
my
higher
desk
into
is
the
a
atmosphere. It
mess.
hits its dew point and it really starts to crank. So what do we've got going right here? We have a severe thunderstorm warning still until 6:15. That's for the south part of town. They've got some ongoing flash flooding east-westbound on I-10. That is south of Casa Grande. That severe thunderstorm warning is for the southern part of the metropolitan area. So let's kind of break down. There's two of them. Severe thunderstorm warning. This is in the Ahwatukee area. That's until 6:15
Ahwatukee.
South Mountain. You can tell that.
That's
Here's
on the
Chandler,
other
Gilbert.
side of
That severe thunderstorm is until
South
about
Mountain.
6:15. Look for that to possibly extend northward. And then here's that dust storm warning until 6:45. That's for Glendale, Peoria, Phoenix, Surprise. It stretches as far north as Cave Creek and as far east as Fountain Hills. That includes going up the Beeline. So that is some really treacherous travel. There is also a new dust storm warning now extending through 6:30. That's for Carefree, Cave Creek, Fountain Hills, Paradise Valley. That's the one I just pointed out. That's now extending until 6:30 p.m. Let's kind of go neighborhood by neighborhood, and then Holly's going to show you a ton of viewer photos. Here's east-westbound as you're coming into the valley. There's the Loop 202 extension, and that is just a complete downpour along Chandler Boulevard. Here's West Chandler Boulevard. That's the new Loop 202 extension, kind of taking you down near Sun Lakes. They're starting to get out of the heavy rain, but that heavy rain is moving north at around 15 to 20 miles an hour. Here's Chandler, here's Higley, East Queen Creek Road, some light rain showers, a little bit lighter as you head up to the 60. In fact, a clear spot as you move past, it looks like Powers Road. There's Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport right there. They're in the clear at this point, and we can see right up the Loop 202. These are some
it's just barely
heavy at times on
sprinkling
the
here.
northwestbound 202 up near that gravel pit. And then let's go into the Scottsdale area. Here's Paradise Valley, McCormick Ranch getting hit hard. Look at the I-17, 51.
Oh my God, the I-17's got to be.
Very heavy rain, but I wanted to.
My daughter and I don't like driving
show you that the
I-17
movement is to the
when it's not
northwest,
raining.
But right now, most of the West Valley from Avondale up through Surprise is in the clear. So it looks like, Holly, this is pushing to the north, pushing towards the Deer Valley area. And this is a lot of activity at one amount of time, at this close amount of time. And I haven't even begun to talk about the winds and the temperature change.
Okay, well, here, I have that pulled up.
Yeah.
Auto winds, right now we're looking at wind gusts seen, and these winds have been extreme. Over the last hour or so, look at these winds. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts clocked at Phoenix Sky Harbor, 67 in Chandler, 40-mile-an-hour winds now in Scottsdale, 54. These are wind gusts up near the Deer Valley area, so we know that's having impact not only on flights in our area, but of course power outages too. Nicole mentioned temperatures. Look at this, 76 in Phoenix, 73 degrees right now in Chandler. That came after
That's
having
what happens
temperatures in the triple
when
digits today. We've been getting a ton of
all the
photos
pavement,
and videos
all
from
the
you, so I want you guys to
concrete,
bring me over to
all
Storyteller
the
if possible,
the
and we'll
rocks
take a look at some
get
of those.
soaked.
Already seeing some
It cools
damage.
everything down.
This coming in from Marcella. She says this is by Ray Road, and look at this. You can see that pole right there knocked over in the middle of the street. It looks like all traffic has to get into this lane and swerve around that. Looks like strong winds, of course, knocked this down, and that's what she's seeing in her neighborhood. We've been getting finally some rain videos. This is the Stapley and US 60 out near the Gilbert area, where we're looking at some rain coming down in this area as well. So we dealt with first of course, strong winds down to the southeast, and now we're getting some rain. But when you mix those two together, this is kind of our classic monsoon, where we're seeing the dust and now the rain on top of that. Take a look at this. This is a massive dust storm that rolled here into the valley. This is what Joe is saying. He shot this with his drone in Ahwatukee right before it moved here into the valley. And these are just so impressive. You can see the height of that dust storm. And at one point, it extended all the way down along the 10 outside of Marana. The height of that, these can go a few thousand feet. And so it will be interesting to find out just how tall this dust storm is here. But this has now kind of moved its way here into the valley. That's why Scene was showing those traffic cameras that are just showing poor visibility. We've had visibility drop below a mile in areas like Chandler, out towards Scottsdale as well. So driving conditions are very bad at this point in the evening, right in time for our commute. Here's another video where you can see those trows blowing back and forth, the trees blowing back and forth with a lot of dust out there in the distance. This is our First Alert Facebook page. We appreciate you guys sending in these photos and videos.
Yep.
Again, just extreme winds.
It's gonna
Wind
be
gusts right
humid
now in 50 to
AF
60 mile an
tomorrow.
hour winds here across the valley, wind gusts. A lot of people posting about the dust storm. I'm sure we'll likely start to see some more photos of the rain coming in at this point. I believe we have, did you say it was Sarah, guys, out in the field to show us what it's like? Okay, I don't know if we have.
Yes, this is actually a much milder picture.
Right now
Can you
it's
hear me?
84% humidity.
If you can, this is actually a much milder picture than what it was about 5 minutes ago. The wind was really whipping, so much so that as we were setting up, this tree limb kind of snapped pretty much right in half. And as you can see, there's a lot of puddles in our parking lot. We just stepped out for a bit to show you guys the conditions that we're seeing. So you can see, even in just like the past 5 minutes, this puddle that you see over here, that wasn't there. So the wind was really whipping. We were feeling those gusts. It's obviously been very
Yes,
heavy
our
rain. I mean, we were
news
completely
stations
soaked
here
wet in about
are all like,
30
"Oh my God, there's a
That's how
puddle
fast that rain
and
was
a
falling down
branch
and kinda
snapped
hitting
off."
us. Also, we did hear a lot of thunder and we've seen plenty of lightning. Thankfully, we're in a safe location now. If we see any more, we can just step right back inside. But if you are out and about, it is a better idea to just go ahead and get in a safe place, get indoors. If you're driving right now, it's also a great idea to get off of the roads. We can hear sirens actually in the distance. Again, not a good sign, especially in storms like this. We see people getting crashes all the time every year in Arizona because of dust storms and because of monsoon activity. So again, I do want to show you, and you might be able to hear that thunder that we're hearing right now. We did see a flash of lightning a second ago as well. But we are hearing, you can probably hear the rain hitting my jacket. Of course, you can probably see the wind, but about 5 minutes ago, it was a much different picture. It was much more drastic and severe than it is right now. So in our area, which is in Central Phoenix, it does seem to be dying down a little bit, but that's definitely not the same for other parts of the valley. So again, if you can, get inside and get to a safe location. Guys?
All right, Sarah Robinson live for us in Central Phoenix. We could hear the thunder rolling outside of our studio here tonight. And I think the number of power outages between SRP and APS is topping 30,000 now. Homes and businesses without power here tonight. And it's
30,000
pretty
people
widespread. We
without
saw
power.
West Valley, Central Valley, South Mountain, Gilbert,
Woo.
Chandler out to the East Valley as well. So it's pretty
Yeah.
widespread in different pockets right now.
We're going to keep up this radar bug at the bottom of the screen right now as we move on to get you some more pictures of what's going on right now. Derek Stahl is standing by live in the newsroom. And what are you showing us tonight, Derek?
Well, it's kind of a mess at the airport right now. We've been talking about the ground stop at Sky Harbor and all the impacts on flights. Now we're getting some new video from inside the airport, and it looks like there's a little bit of damage, maybe from the wind. So I want to show you this video sent to us from a viewer inside the airport there, and there's a piece of something dangling there right outside the window. Maybe it's a piece of little roofing or something like that. But we're hearing about a couple of different problems at the airport right now. According to the FAA, they had to evacuate the Phoenix Tower at one point because of a ringing alarm. Hopefully nothing was going on there. But zoom in, take a look at the flight radar map. And I want to tell you about kind of what's been going on with the ground stop. So for the last several minutes, this ground stop's in place. They've had to divert flights. Right now, I've been following a flight. It was supposed to come in from Colorado Springs. This is Southwest Airlines flight 1758. Was supposed to land today at 5:45. Now they're diverting it down to Tucson. And earlier, I saw several flights that were being diverted to Las Vegas. Well, here's the problem. If I switch over to this is the FAA alerts page. Right now, Las Vegas also has a ground stop in place because of airport volume, and that's in place until 7 o'clock. So the air traffic controllers of the world, raise a glass to them because they're working extra hard today. I am watching, last thing I'm watching here is the FlightAware misery map. This is the total right here for Phoenix. It says 54 delays. I think this is a little bit delayed. We had 35 earlier, so the number is definitely going up, but I think there are definitely more delays than that. So we'll stand by and wait on that. Now let's send it over to Alexis Dominguez. She's got more information for us. Alexis, what are you seeing?
Yeah, well, we've been out here at the airport for about half an hour now, so you can see that it is still pretty windy out here. We still have very strong gusts of wind, so you can see just how it's making those palm trees really sway side to side. We also have a view of the control tower here, so we haven't really heard any alarms, but we did see that the dust completely enveloped the airport here, causing a big delay, even in cars trying to get into the terminals. Now, I also want to show you this side over here. You can see that cars are now starting to move, but you can also see that a little small tree actually came down there. And again, that's because we saw a lot of really strong gusts of wind. So we're going to try to get to the Terminal 4 right now, where we're hearing reports that the roof may have flown off. So we're definitely going to check that out. But if you are going to be heading here to the airport, definitely just make sure that you're prepared for some delays. We saw some people even hopping out of their cars over here, starting to walk into the terminals because they were trying to avoid that traffic. So we are seeing cars beginning to move again. So keep an eye on any kind of information you have for your flight, because of course we are hearing of several delays here. So keep that in mind if you do have a flight here today. So I'm going to give it back to you guys, reporting live here from the airport, Alexis Dominguez with Arizona's Family.
That's excellent advice. Yeah, everything is delayed right now at the airport, Alexis. That ground stop in effect, according to the FAA, until 6:45 this evening. So that's going to have a ripple effect on every single flight incoming and taking off here for the next several hours.
People are trying to get home,
Yep.
and so we want to take a look at the roads. We've got team coverage for you in Storm
And
Commander.
it's
Let's
also
start with
going to
Stephanie
affect
Dupre. Where are you
other
now? What are you
airports
seeing?
like Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Tucson,
Now we're going
Ahwatukee.
back towards the Phoenix area, which is we're kind of driving back into what we already drove through. Now, I want
'Cause,
to
you know,
show our camera first.
Phoenix
So
Sky Harbor
on our
Airport
car, this is the
is the
camera on our car.
international
We have
airport.
rain. Traffic still moderately light. Everyone going
And like I said,
speed limit.
planes at least every couple minutes
The rain
landing.
coming down, the wind can make it very difficult to maneuver, and we've experienced that in the car. Now, if I can bring back my camera so you can see me for a second. I just want to give, the perspective of being out in these elements. I'm in the back. The way this car is set up, I'm kind of way back. I kind of want to twist it here. This is my photographer, Miguel, doing a really good job at the wheel here. This is not easy elements to drive through. Earlier, Scene had said treacherous travel. It is literally treacherous travel. We went through the dust storm, which I'm going to show you in 2 seconds. But in a matter of minutes, it was crazy dust and something, I'm newer to the market. I have never been through a dust storm like that. It was, crazy for me to experience. It was, and it's scary. We tell you guys, the viewers, you got to be careful. You can repeat it over and over again, but it's really, you don't really get it until you're in it. So let me take you to that video. We had to pull over at one point because we legit could not see a thing. You couldn't see anything in
See
front
everybody?
of you. You couldn't see anything.
You can't
beside
see
you,
anything.
above you, below you, nothing, even with the lights on. So at that point, Nicole and Jared, we've been saying, reminding people in the elements like that you're seeing, pulled over to the side of the road, turned our lights off, kept our seatbelts on, had our foot on the brake until it cleared and it started to rain. So then we drove through some rain. So that's kind of where we're headed now, back towards the Phoenix area. And, we're going to keep you updated with what we see as this weather continues, because it doesn't seem like it's going to be letting up anytime soon.
Steph,
for now, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I was going to say you could leave that video up while we talk for a second. You just said keep your foot on the brake. You meant to say keep your foot off the brake, because the advice from ADOT is to just have no lights on your car. As counterintuitive as that may seem, yeah, this is the video that they were in when they pulled off to the side of the road. They were about to. And Stephanie made another good point. In addition to pulling off and turning all your lights off, taking your foot off the brake, she's new here, relatively new. Think of how many thousands of people move to Arizona each year, have never driven through this kind of zero visibility before and get stuck in this kind of situation. And a lot of folks on the road just kept going with their hazards on, which according to DPS and ADOT, that is not what you're supposed to do. All those folks who are passing them by. Thankfully, there were no terrible crashes out there tonight on the I-10 or the Loop 202, as this dust storm, this haboob, caused visibility to drop down to zero.
They want you to wait out the storm safely off the side of the road. So pull your emergency brake, but take your foot off the brake, because otherwise that will engage the back tail lights. So Steven Sarabia is out in Storm Commander. We've got live team coverage for you tonight.
Instead of your
And
front
earlier
tail
you were
lights.
out at Sky Harbor area. Where are you now, and what are you seeing?
Now we are on the I-10 in Ahwatukee, and I'm going to switch to this camera immediately because we are starting to come up on what appears to be a crash. You can see the hazard lights. We already passed a few of the cars. There's one right there. Just take a look at the front bumper of that, mangled. And we have a few more cars over here. Again, we're in the
Because
I-10
there's still
near
idiots out here
Ahwatukee, and
that'll
obviously
try to run
numerous
the speed
cars
limit.
off to the side of the road here, so we're not sure how many cars were involved.
I
in
can
this
drive.
crash.
Everybody else should be
We
able
were
to
making our
drive
way-
too.
Hey guys, I just found an amazing digital marketing expert on Fiverr.
The company had its most effective campaign yet. The team continues hiring top-rated experts to this day. And Jerry,
And also,
he wondered if his
a bad
reaction
thing here
was a bit much.
in the Phoenix Valley,
It definitely was.
people
Hire a freelancer today and start your own success story.
don't replace their tires like they should, and don't replace
Just
their
highly
windshield
advised to
wipers.
Just wait out this storm. If you do have to travel, just wait out this storm.
I don't know how many
We've seen a
cars
lot
I've
of people
seen
pull
in
over to the side of the
parking
road,
lots
just
with
sort of waiting
bald
it out
tires
as well.
on
I
them.
will say it has lightened up just a little bit since we last spoke, but still pretty heavy in the Ahwatukee area.
Your tires have a wear
Just taking a
bar
look at the
built into
street
them.
lights. I see some street lights on, some off. So we're
You
not
can
sure
go
if
on the
those are
internet
impacted
and
by
type
any
in
outages or what.
wear
Again,
bar
we're working to confirm.
on a
And
car
again,
tire.
traffic moving
It will show
very,
you
very slow
once you hit
with
that
this
wear
rain
bar,
as well. You know,
it's
Craig
time
and I,
to
we've
get
been
new
tracking storms
tires.
for
And
quite a
I've said it
while,
time
so
and
we're
time
used to it.
again.
One tool that we use
Tires
that
are
is
expensive.
really helpful is the First Alert weather app. I'm
Because,
just going to zoom in
like
because
I
you
was
can
just
sort of
telling Ray
see the active
the
storms
other
and where
day,
they're at. Sort of
tires
helps
on
us
my
whenever
car are
we're
250
sort
bucks
of
a
going
piece.
throughout the area. It helps us avoid the real dangerous spots.
But
you can
Discount
see the lighting,
Tire,
as you can see
and I'm
where
sure
those
Big O
washes of
Tire
lines
does it
are
also.
as well. I'm going to go ahead and
They
switch
have a
back
credit
cameras to
card
the dash
program.
cam, just so you can see just sort of the slick.
Yeah, you got to
roadways
pay
again.
interest
If you
on it,
have to avoid
but
travel, best to
it
do so. Just
lessens
wait for
that
this storm to pass. It's
immediate
still coming down very
impact.
strong. But for now, I'm going to go ahead.
Oh,
and pass
I
it back
just
to you
spent
guys
$1,000,
as we get into the
$1,200,
Ahwatukee area, and we
$1,500
look for
on
those reports of
tires.
any of those downed lines. Again, we'll keep you updated if we can get that confirmed. But for now,
I mean,
live in
we
Storm
spent
Commander, I'm Steven Sarabia,
$750
Stephen, thank you. Some
Three
of the first
tires.
fender benders that
Yeah.
we've seen, we have seen down power lines, but
because
he's
we
right.
had
If you
to
use our
replace
weather app,
one
you can check
not
the
too long
future
ago.
cast to
So
show
that
you what's coming your way
that
as
tire,
well.
A couple
we stuck on the
new
back
notes that
passenger
came in as
side.
Stephen was
The side
talking
that's
to us there.
got the
ground
bent
stop at Sky
arm.
Harbor has been lifted,
Mm-hmm.
according to the FAA, but now you have a backlog of planes that are on
Oh
the
my
ground
gosh.
waiting to take off, a backlog of planes that are waiting to fly into Phoenix tonight. So just because the ground stop's lifted at the airport does not mean you're in the clear. You're probably going to face a delay if you're heading to the airport for any reason later on tonight. The other thing is the number of power outages looks like it's creeping up toward about 50,000 in Maricopa County tonight between APS and SRP businesses and homes without power tonight.
Jesus.
That number likely to increase as those crews get out there to start their work.
The active radar is still keeping our weather team very busy behind the scenes. Let's check back in with First Alert meteorologist Steve McLaughlin.
Yeah, guys, if you're just getting home, you might be home late because that evening commute. You're joining live First Alert team coverage right here on Arizona's Family, 6:23 on your Monday evening. This is kind of the time when I'm giving you
That's
the
a
7-day
walk
forecast.
bridge over the
When to do that,
interstate.
we're going to go over to Holly Bach with those impressive impressive rainfall totals. Vanessa Rise is going to give us an update on those power outages. Here's a live look at I-17 south of Glendale. You're probably familiar with this pedestrian bridge. This update's about every 20, 30 seconds. You can see the low visibility and heavy rain. There's the two airport warnings for Mesa Gateway, Phoenix Sky Harbor. But again, that ground stop has just been lifted. It's going to take a while because look at to the south. There is some heavy rain coming out of the Casa Grande area. And look, when I look up, turn out wide, there's a flash flooding occurring east-westbound down near Marana, right on the Pinal-Pima County line. We've got 1, 2, 3 flash flood warnings for the Yuma area. There's a severe thunderstorm warning for Welton. And then we got a brand new
neighbor
dust
girls
storm
home.
advisory for the north part of the valley. That's that severe thunderstorm warning. That just popped up until 6:30 for Welton. We can see that there is a lot of rain coming up from the south. The dust storm warning for Avondale, El Mirage, Glendale, Goodyear still has a few minutes left at 6:45. It also extends up in through Cave Creek, Fountain Hills, Paradise Valley. That should expire at 6:30. This is
I
a brand
always
new dust storm
worry
advisory.
about
So what
my
they're really telling us
neighbors
is, hey, it doesn't matter the mountainous country
because
as you get
they're
up
my
into the
daughter's
Black Canyon
age,
area or those
in their
rolling
late
hills.
20s.
There is low visibility north-southbound on I-17 just south of Black Canyon City. So where is this storm heading? It looks to be pushing from the south to the north, and right now it's pretty much valley-wide, south to north, from the Carefree Highway all the way past the Loop 202 extension. What the only places that are not getting anything at this point is the West Valley, Far West Valley, Surprise, Peoria, Litchfield Park. So here's some improvement. Sky Harbor went from less than a mile visibility to 6 mile visibility. That's going to take hours to catch up on those flights. Look at Luke Air Force Base, down to 1 mile or less visibility, 2 mile visibility in Deer Valley. And it's any wonder because these are the sustained wind speeds out of the southwest, 25 miles an hour at Sky Harbor, 25 at Luke Air Force Base. Look at the temperatures. You can see where it's rained. It's 77 in Scottsdale, 77 in Gilbert.
Yeah,
Miss the Navy?
look at that.
An Air Force pilot herself.
In the 70s, and then like 20 miles,
project
20, 30 miles
after
away,
hearing stories
100 degrees.
Tapped her like on the shoulder and was like, "Hey, you should be ashamed of yourself." She's like, "Why?" He's like, "You're wearing your husband's jacket. That is stolen valor. You're actually the second."
Unfortunately, Sailor Patricia Roberts has had similar.
That traffic pole, I should say, down right there in the middle of the street. So we are dealing with some power outages as well. So we're going to bring in Vanessa Ariza. I know that you've been looking into this, and of course we know the damage that can happen with some of our monsoon storms.
Yeah, so you just have to continuously refresh this because this is changing by the minute. In fact, within the past 45 minutes, last time I was giving you these numbers, they have grown by the thousands. Updated here, more than 71,000 people who are without power right now. If we zone in on specific areas, Maricopa, we're looking at 60,000 people who are without power right now. Going into Yuma, you're looking at nearly 2,000 people. APS, it gives you a little bit more breakdown. If you're an APS customer, you are looking at, let's see, 16,000 people who are without power right now. And as the minutes continue, we are seeing more people without power. That could continue. So I want to go ahead and toss it over to Jared and Nicole. You guys are monitoring this just as much as everybody else here in the weather team, and things are changing by the minute as we continue the evening.
Vanessa, thanks so much. We're going to reset here at 6:30. As we know, a number of people join us at this time of day each evening, and as we continue to cover the impact of this rather massive monsoon storm moving up from southern Arizona into the Central Valley here this evening. A number of impacts at the airport, at our roadways, to the power grid in the valley tonight. And we have it all covered for you here this evening at 6:30. So thanks so much for continuing to join us. If you are just joining us, welcome. I'm Jared Dillingham along with Nicole Kreitz.
Yeah, it's been a powerful monsoon storm evening with a haboob. We haven't seen one of those come up from south of the valley, hitting us, wiping out visibility just as people are trying to get home on this evening. Taking a look at our roadways out there, it made a mess of things. A 70-mile across haboob bringing wind
Oh,
gusts up to
70
70 miles
miles
an hour,
across.
dropping our temps into the 70s.
A mile high,
Scene.
70 miles
That's a huge
across.
headline for us.
Yeah,
Temps
and
in the
Wall of
70s.
dust.
And you said it's the first time we've seen a haboob probably in about 2 to 3 years. And what is a haboob as opposed to a normal dust storm? Nicole just described it. That thing was 70 miles long. It was more than 1.5 miles, almost 2 miles high, almost 10,000 feet in vertical
Wow.
height. It was just a wall of dust that came out of southern Arizona, and that has kicked off these heavy showers and these powerful, strong winds. And there is damage across parts of the valley. We've got a lot of people without power. And here's the problem right now. And I know this.
As we know, a number of people join us at this time of day each evening, and as we continue to cover the impact of this rather massive monsoon storm moving up from southern Arizona into the Central Valley here this evening, a number of impacts at the airport, at our roadways, to the power grid in the valley tonight. And we have it all covered for you here this evening at 6:30. So thanks so much for continuing to join us. If you are just joining us, welcome. I'm Jared Dillingham along with Nicole Kreitz.
Yeah, it's been a powerful monsoon
Come on,
storm
whoever's
evening
running
with
your
a
live
haboob.
stream.
We haven't seen one of
Come
those come up
on.
from south of the valley, hitting us, wiping out visibility just as people are trying to get home on this evening. Taking a look at our roadways out there, it made a mess of things. A 70-mile across haboob, bringing wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour, dropping our
I mean,
temps
think of it.
into the 70s.
Think of where you
That's
live.
a huge headline for us.
Yeah,
Temps
And
in the
then think of
70s.
70 miles
and
away.
You said it's the first time we've seen a haboob probably in about 2
And
to 3 years. And
just
what is a
imagine that
haboob
being a
as opposed
wall
to a
of
normal
dust
storm?
the
Nicole
whole
just
way.
described it. That thing was 70 miles long. It was more than 1.5 miles, almost 2 miles high, almost
This
10,000
dust
feet
storm
in vertical height. It was
would
just
reach
a wall of dust that
from
came
where
out
I
of southern
live here in
Arizona,
East
and that
Mesa
has kicked off these
to my
heavy
daughter's place
showers and these powerful, strong
and
winds.
keep
And there is
going.
damage across parts of the valley. We've got a lot of people without power. And here's the problem right now. And I know this camera is stuck right here, but this is the I-10 stack. It is a slow commute home because of low visibility and some pretty strong winds. And that's been pushing the rain sideways, which even lowers the visibility even more. There's a live look. Fairmont Scottsdale Princess looking from north down to the south. You can't see the valley area. Here's Talking Stick Resort. Same thing. We've got a lot of dust and moisture in the air.
How many
lowering
miles
that
is it from my
visibility.
current
Here's downtown
location to
Phoenix.
Surprise,
What
Arizona?
a downpour over there. Holly Bach has got some rainfall totals for us coming up in a second. But let's get to
Oh my
the
God.
impacts of this
Surprise,
storm on a
Arizona.
First Alert Monday. Well,
All
we've got a lot
the
of
way
airport
across the
issues.
valley.
Jared's going to kind of get you
It's only
updated
52
on
miles.
what's going on over at Phoenix Sky Harbor. There's been a lot of
So,
flight delays. This blue kind of triangle
yeah.
box, this is indicating an airport statement that was put out by Mason
70
Gateway.
mile
They've got some,
wide
flight
wall of dust.
flight cancellations and flight delays. Lots to talk about. Here's flash flood warning down there near the county line between Pima and Pinal. We've got 1, 2, 3 ongoing flash flood warnings over in the Yuma area. And now we've got a dust storm warnings till 6:45. This is for the southwest and western portions of the valley. That includes Avondale, El Mirage, Glendale, Goodyear. That's until 6:45. Look for visibilities less than a mile. So if you have someone commuting home right now, this would be a good time maybe to call them. Just say, listen, take your time because the evening commute is very, very slow because these storms came in from the south and they are pushing to the northwest at around 15 to 20 miles.
And that's
an hour.
why I
We
say,
are carrying
everyone,
with it some lightning. You can
by
see the
renting
onboard
instead of
lightning right
owning,
now in Peoria, near Deer Valley, up near the Cave Creek, Carefree
you can
Highway
move.
area. And you can see this is a dust storm advisory now in place.
We're moving
for
back to
north,
Phoenix
southbound
because
on
my wife
I-17.
has
This
to
includes
travel
the New River
back to
Anthem
Phoenix
area,
now.
all the way just south of Black Canyon Highway. So low visibility
So
as you see that thunderstorm
we're moving
really
back
coming
to
up from the
Phoenix.
south. So here it is. It's basically a north-south
To me, it
vertical
is incredibly
between the
stupid
entire valley. A
to
little bit of light rain still happening in the East Valley. Yet to rain, but
little
blowing
more
dust
than
over in the West Valley, and the rainfall amounts
10
are
miles
really
away
super
from your
impressive.
job.
There are ongoing storms in along the rim.
Now,
of
I know
these
if you live
Mesa
out in the
Blue
middle of
Ridge,
nowhere,
not quite to
that's
Prescott
understandable.
just yet, but again,
I used to live
there
out in the middle of
flooding
nowhere.
problems
I had to
in the
travel
Yuma
30, 40
area
miles every
as
day
we
for
speak.
work.
Here's some of the current visibilities.
But if you
Down
live
to
in a
just 3
city,
miles an hour, just about a few minutes ago, it was less than a mile at Luke Air Force Base.
when your
Believe
lease
it or
is
not,
up,
6
move
mile
closer to
visibility
your
right
work.
now at Phoenix Sky Harbor is a vast improvement from an hour and a half ago when it was down to less than a mile. You can see why the evening commute has been impacted.
We're
I
going
don't
to
even
save
almost believe some of
probably
these numbers. Peak wind gusts. And
$100
Royal
a
confirmed this,
month
so did Holly just about an
by
hour ago.
moving
70 mile an hour
back to
wind gusts
Phoenix.
at the gauge, the official gauge at Phoenix Sky Harbor.
$100 a
Airport. I
month
know
in
we've got a
gas
crew
money.
over there. They're looking at some
Because
possible roof damage on
the
one
place
of the
that
terminals
we're
there.
moving to
67
is
mile an hour
about
peak wind
3
gusts in
miles
Chinook,
away from where my
52 at
wife
Mesa
works.
Gateway, 66 at Mesa Falcon
Instead
Field,
of being
56 in Scottsdale.
35
again,
miles
54 in
away.
Deer Valley. We're probably expecting some damage areas
The,
coming in, damage reports in the southeast,
travel time
eastern,
to my daughter's
northeastern
place,
parts of the valley, and as well as
it's
the
a 12-minute
central corridor
drive.
down near Sky Harbor. These are the sustained winds out of the southwest,
It's an hour
pushing
drive
to the
here
northeast at 25.
at
So
freeway
that means your
speeds.
visibility is still pretty low
70 miles
on
an
your
hour
freeways,
is an
and
hour
you can
drive.
see, Holly, exactly where it's rained, and you've got these rainfall amounts coming up in the 70s right now, 77 in Scottsdale, but 90 in Glendale. So again, not raining over here in the West Valley. It will be in about the next half hour or so. Rain cooled air in the Southeast Valley, but still extremely windy and low visibility. We're going to keep up a couple of things for you.
Now,
We're
when we
crawling
reach
any
the
watches and
3-hour
warnings down
mark,
here at
I'm
the
going to cut the
bottom.
live stream off.
Right over here, right about there. we've
I'm
got
getting
an
tired
ongoing radar
and I'm
box.
hungry.
You can have that same thing if you download our Arizona First Alert weather and traffic app. And if you have that app, you can actually
Now I got to go finish
download and
dishes
send
after
via
I
text
eat, though.
message. If you've got somebody
And
sitting on the
yes,
freeway,
I
maybe
do
stuck in
dishes.
traffic, you can send that traffic map right from our app right to their cell
I
phone.
did
So let's
dishes at
talk
my
about
daughter's place.
why part of the valley is rain cooled, Holly, and part of the valley still hasn't seen it yet.
Seen very impressive in such a short amount of time, too. These rainfall totals, almost an inch of rain just near our South Mountain gauge in South
The other
Chandler
weekend
as
when I was
well.
over
We saw
there,
some of our ADOT cameras showing really
she
poor
asked me
driving
to do
conditions
some
this
dishes,
afternoon
so I'm like,
because
sure.
of the dust, but also because of those slick roadways. Almost 3/4 of an inch of rain in Tempe. These are the most impressive rainfall totals that we've seen
Now,
throughout this
Tempe is just
monsoon
west
this
of
year.
me.
Over 1/2 of an inch in central Phoenix, about 2/10 of an inch at North Scottsdale, and out here in our Sky Harbor gauge,
Oh,
our
man.
official gauge for our rainfall totals. Let's get over to some photos and videos that
But
you
I
can
want
send
to
to our
thank
First Alert
everybody
Facebook
for
page. This is from
hanging out,
Shirley.
watching.
I'm not entirely sure of the location, but just look out her window. We're looking at completely covered skies with dust out there. If I fast
And
forward
there's
the
a
video,
link to
look at how dark it
Ray's
gets
channel
and
and
how quickly it gets so dark.
this
You could see the flags
in
out
the
there
chat.
blowing significantly because of the strong winds. Like Scene said, close to 70-mile-an-hour winds in some areas. And it almost looks like it's nighttime. When these dust storms roll in, they take over the entire skyline.
Yeah.
And that's what it looks like from their area. Look at this time lapse. Devin posted this into our First Alert Facebook page of that massive wall of dust that moved in around 4:30.
Because here, I will show you
across the
how
valley. Here's kind of a
light
wider angle of
it is
and
here
look at
now.
how tall that dust line is. Again, expanding more than 70 miles out in distance. but
And
this
you
has
just saw
almost
that
covered the entire valley with our
picture of
dust
the
warning still
dust
in effect this evening.
where
We'll
it
do
was
one
like
more from our First Alert Facebook page.
dark.
Steve mentioned the heavy rain coming down in the Yuma area where they're dealing with flooding concerns. Over 2 inches of rain in Yuma just within the last couple of hours there. You could see this person's what appears to be just outside their home is completely flooded because of some of the rain. We talked about the driving conditions. We've had teams and crews out in the field all throughout the afternoon. It looks like this is the I-17 near Dunlap, so kind of right through the North Phoenix area.
So
You can
basically,
see,
where
as
my
people are
wife is
entering the
right
roadway
now.
there on the right hand side of your screen, as they're getting onto the freeway, they're hitting a massive puddle of water as they try to get onto the I-17. This is just one location where Scene was mentioning we were going to be dealing with some rain out in that area. Here's the Loop 101 and Guadalupe, where we continue to see, it looks like maybe slowing traffic because of a crash or something that may be going on the left side of the freeway, on the left lanes there. Not sure if that's weather related, but just an important reminder to, of course, take it slow when we're dealing with conditions like this. We've had Steven out in Storm Commander. It looks like now he is outside with what appears to be some damage, Steven.
Yeah, that's right, Holly. So let's talk about the damage from this storm, because it's been bringing some very strong winds, which we felt while we were in Storm Commander. But just check this out. We have a down street sign right in the middle of the roadway. Phoenix are on scene. They have put up several cones and reduced this area of Ray Road to one lane. This is near Ray Road and 48th Street. So a lot of heavy wind and wind gusts have been in this area, and we've seen it throughout the just sort of the southeast part of the valley. But one thing y'all mentioned,
Yeah,
is
that
rain has also been cooling off the air. 74 degrees was in
that sign
I'll switch in a second, but just to show you how much cooler it's gotten.
is a big
74.
lever.
But now I keep mentioning the storm damage. We showed you the street sign, but just take a look at the parking lot. This is a story that we've seen throughout the Ahwatukee area. It's just downed tree branches.
Yeah, this is why
And some of them hitting
in the
cars
Phoenix
like this one
area
right
you
there.
don't
We'll
park
go ahead and turn
under
it back towards
trees
the down street
during
sign.
monsoon
Again, Phoenix
season.
crews are on scene. Not sure how much longer it's going to take for them to sort of assess the situation and fix this power or this street light, but they do have it blocked off at this moment.
Yeah.
And they do have it blocked off for about a block down to one lane. Another thing we are noticing is it's still very gusty here in the Ahwatukee area as well. We're starting to see a lot of lightning. And as you can probably see, the rain still coming down here in Ahwatukee. So if you do have to travel, it is advised to take it slow. If you can wait out the storm, highly suggest doing so. On our way to Ahwatukee on the 101, we did see a crash on the right side of the road heading towards the Ray Road exit, where we saw several.
All right, everybody. I am tired. I'm hungry. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And go subscribe to Ray's channel, No Quarters. And peace. My brain is officially shut off.